kid yourself, so are you.
Fezzy, that is enough to turn you straight.
Rachel's making out with the window.
Rachel. You know, why don't O&A get all the hot interns and producers? What happens with us?
And we get a Chubosaurus called Puddin'.
877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez show. As a matter of fact, since last Tuesday, we haven't seen Friday Fright, our latest intern, have we?
Oh, that's right. What happened to Friday Fright?
He called on Friday to say he couldn't make it in, and I got no phone call today.
What happened?
He, I think, is on Staten Island, and there was no way in on Friday. I don't know if that's the case today, but he didn't even call in.
Of course
today.
There's a way in from Staten Island, always. Just because the Staten Island ferry's not running doesn't mean there's not a way in.
Right. There's bridges.
Tunnels.
Whatever you need.
I don't think he's that familiar with the city and how to get in and out.
He lives in Staten Island.
I thought he grew up in Staten Island.
Yes, he did.
All right, I'm not going to sit here, Al, and have you make excuses for everybody. 877-692-1027.
For Friday Fright, the cowardly intern.
He's adorable. But the kid has had bad timing starting his radio career.
Yeah.
We are the... it's hot in here, too. It's too cold in our office, too hot in the studio. Or maybe Rachel just did that by rubbing herself up against the window.
Turn this place into a sauna.
You know, if we could get her from O&A, we would base the show on her. The show would literally be about her at all times.
The Rachel Show. Rachel. Hey. 877.
Oh, yeah, and Fez.
877-692-1027 is the toll-free phone number.
We are the Ron and Fez show. What are we, 6 days away, Fezzy, from our new world, the new life that we all have now?
Exactly. Since everything changed, it'll be 1 week tomorrow.
Everything has changed, has it not?
Yeah, everything's weird.
Everything seems different. The show that we used to do just seems like wackadoo to me. Everything that I ever did before in my life up to this point seems like just crazy.
Everything seems like a big deal. Like today, I came into Manhattan. I had to go to the Staples and get some computer paper and another ink cartridge.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm going to go into Manhattan. And it just seemed like that was a big deal to go into the city. No one know everything that's going on.
You know, I watched a thing, I think it was on CBS News tonight. This big puss talking about how he's going to move his business out of here and how difficult it was for him now today. I think they followed him around with a camera. I'd like to find out the name of this guy's company so I can never have anything to do with it the rest of my life. But his whole point was now he can't take his car down there. He has to figure out how to use the subway system.
Oh,
and
nice.
I go, how the hell have you been a New Yorker all this time? You don't know how to get on a subway. And they're following him, and he's acting like, I'm going to start renting space in Connecticut. This is what your life has become since you didn't die? Now your problem is, how can I not honor those people and go to Connecticut as soon as possible?
That's a guy that's going running.
Good. I'll have nothing... Al, look at me. Instead of turning around and looking the other way when I'm talking, I want you. I think it was the local news tonight. I think it was CBS. It's a computer company or an online company. I want you to find out the name of it. Matter of fact, I want you to get that clip so we can play it on our show. It must have been at the 5 o'clock news tonight. It made me furious.
That's not the way to be. That's not the way to overcome this.
And please, at the very least, at least be happy that you're alive and you're safe. And you have your employees, unlike a lot of these. Now all of a sudden it's all about him.
But, Ronnie, he actually has to go downstairs and take a subway. It's rough on him.
Yeah.
He may actually have to transfer at some point.
Al, here's another thing I want you to look into. Stop me from eating so much. And such bad food. Since this thing has happened... You too? Fuzzy, since this has happened, I haven't ate any bread at all. Any food at all. Not completely wrapped in bread.
Oh, yeah.
the thought of eating like a normal, anything other than, I don't know what it is about, maybe you just want starches or potatoes when the going gets rough.
I guess that's the comfort foods.
And then I want constant sweets to back it up.
There was one 24-hour period where I ate nothing but cookies.
Did you?
Yeah.
In front of the TV?
Yeah, pretty much. Am I bad? Talk about comfort foods. I was actually sleeping with them.
Was it comforting to you to eat all those cookies? Does it actually help, you think?
It tasted good.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Why do they call it comfort foods? Why does it make you feel better to kind of eat bad foods?
I think it's something that you know that you enjoy, and you just, that's one thing that you allow yourself.
Right.
Even if you're not allowing the full rush of emotions, and you're trying to keep your emotions in check or something like that, you can allow yourself that. And because you can't, go swing on somebody.
Now, I know that, but why does it more comforting than like a steak or a salad? That's what I don't understand. Is it the carbohydrate? Is it the starch?
I think it's actually the convenience of it. And, of course, the sugar's probably giving you something. Chemically.
I understand sugar foods, but what about the starch foods? I don't know why that feels better.
I don't know. I think anything that feels bad for you, that's bad
is
for
good.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you this, that I want to drink this week. I actually sat there with a notebook and was making and just listing different cocktails that would taste delicious. I wanted to drink so bad, Fez. Every day I've wanted to drink.
Have you gone to a meeting?
They don't have any alcohol at meetings. Where I really need to go is a bar. Meetings are dry. Completely dry.
Not have you gone to a meeting to drink.
Oh. Here's John. John, you're on Round of Fest. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, John.
Hi. How you doing, guys? Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Hey, buddy.
I find the same thing. I'm eating a lot of the breads and whatnot, and what it is your body wants carbohydrate. That's why you want the candy afterwards, because it raises the serotonin level in your brain. Makes you feel good.
That makes you feel better?
Yeah. People that are depressed are told to eat a high carbohydrate diet. That's why we do that.
Then they're going to get fat.
Yeah, but do you ever notice this? Right. Some people will go through a stressful time and lose weight. You'll see them. My chick broke up with me and I only weigh 98 pounds. Yeah, and I'm literally ballooning in front of my TV.
I never lose my appetite, even if I have the flu. I never lose my appetite.
Yeah, it's all the carbs, man. Then you get fat. Then you get depressed and you eat more.
Right.
Vicious cycle, man.
Yeah,
sure is.
Thanks a lot, John.
All right, thanks. Take care.
All right, so serotonin. Isn't there some kind of serotonin kind of root that you could take or something like that, like a serotonin pill?
Oh, that would help.
Maybe that's what I should just start doing, eating serotonin, and then I won't think...
Just chewing on a serotonin root.
Then I won't start thinking, you know what, I'm going to take this pizza and put it on some pumpernickel and have a nice pizza sandwich.
You're not having pizza sandwiches again, are you?
And I'm literally like, stopping my wife constantly from, making dinner and saying, let's just have sandwiches. And she's going to... You're killing yourself.
I did eat a mountain of fries yesterday. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Potatoes, breads, any of that kind of stuff. All right, we'll get into this tonight. 877-692-1027. We're going to somewhat get back into our regular show, but if there's anything at all you want to talk about, 877-692-1027. The president today, Fuzzy, and the way someone told me is that he came out with a wanted dead or alive poster, but apparently he only said it.
I read that he said it. I did not see an actual wanted poster.
A neighbor of mine on the street said to me that he had a wanted poster, and then later I found out. No, thank God I checked.
I had this made at the mall.
Right. That's what I thought he was doing. And I don't need him going crazy now. I need him to be a president.
Right. His quote was, I want justice. When he was talking surrounded by his top brass, there's an old poster out west that says, wanted, dead or alive. He went on to say, all I want and America wants is to see them brought to justice. That's what we want.
Really? So that's all he said?
Yeah.
And basically now we're just talking about the one guy.
Right, yeah. Osama bin Laden. But, if you say that, then it's on the record books. Bush wants Bin Laden dead or alive.
Yeah.
Whist. 877-692-1027.
All right, here's some of these and some feedbacks. St. John's root is a root that increases serotonin levels.
Okay.
One says, please turn down Fez's mic.
Huh.
Here is, they write that over and over. And that better, please don't F with us today. I'm just checking on an engineering point of view.
Let me check here.
Yeah.
It seems to be at the normal levels, the normal operating levels.
Here's, Pat. Pat, you're on Irana Fez.
I'm going to turn yours up.
Guys?
Yeah.
I just heard, I kind of came in a little late on the conversation here, but you're talking about serotonin levels. I personally was diagnosed kind of as a semi-bipolar person with a low serotonin level, and I took Zoloft. I've been taking it for about a year, and I will tell you it has changed my life. I am no longer evil and filled with hate.
Are you limp, though?
I'll tell you one thing. It sort of has a little bit of a side effect there.
See, I can't live that way.
No,
I can't live being limp.
I can't either, and neither can my wife. So you just gotta be careful with the mixture of that stuff and the alcohol also.
All right,
that was a major problem. But just want to say you guys are great, man, and have a wonderful night.
All right, see, I don't want.
Wow, he is in a good mood now.
Yeah, he is. See, I don't want
bipolar, seeking same.
I don't want to be, on Zoloft looking out my window if another bombing's going on and feeling okay about it. This is not bad. This is something we can deal with.
Oh, well. C'est la vie.
Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How's it going, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Now, listen, let me tell you, ever since this bombing, I don't know, I've been to two places, the sushi bar and the regular bar. Oh, man, I love sushi, and I just eat it when I need to feel some comfort.
I get the same way. That might be the rice in there, but I could go for some sushi tonight, Fez.
Yeah, man.
That sounds good. I'm in.
Yeah, last night I went to the sushi bar, and I got the dinner for two.
Yeah.
And I ate it by myself. And then after that, I went out and got some Captain Morgans and some martinis. I don't know. I don't know if whether drinking and fish every day is good for you.
I think it is during times like these.
Hey, all right, take it easy, guys.
Fish and drinks is his new restaurant. Have some sake while you're at the sushi bar.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
I've been living on White Castle, ice cream, and porn.
Ew.
Yeah.
I was into you yelled the corn.
No, porn.
Porn.
Oh, porn.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the screen.
Don't do that.
Fezzy actually goes online for cybercorn. He's at all the cybercorn sites. All right, Mike. So you're eating a lot of ice cream.
Hey, you guys be safe.
Show me your stocks.
White Castle and ice cream. Man, I could go for some vanilla ice cream tonight, too. Sushi and ice cream.
Nice. The sushi bars always have those weird flavor ice creams, like the green tea.
Yeah,
or
the hell with
ginger.
that. You're at a sushi bar, and it's time for dessert. Walk out of there and find something nice. Don't have dessert there.
It's hard to see if one place could just put it all together for you.
Have you ever had, like, those Japanese cakes? And there's a bakery right in Midtown, Fez, that makes these, like, really beautiful, strange cakes that are just like globes, and they're spheres, or they're like perfect cubes. And you're like, man, these things look good. And then you eat them. I don't think they put sugar in their cakes.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. I can't get my serotonin out of there.
Styrofoam.
I need my serotonin fix. Hey, Vinny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Vinny.
Well, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
My problem is that most of the comfort foods that I like are not going to be available where I'm going to be moving. I'm moving over to Pennsylvania. I haven't been able to find a White Castle yet. I haven't been able to find a Krispy Kreme yet.
Yeah, what part of Pennsylvania?
Bethlehem.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything there. Their food's in 1962 in Bethlehem.
Wow.
Yeah, but luckily so are the prices, so it's a fair trade.
Right, but yeah,
you the automat.
Yeah, it's cheap, but it's inedible. All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, Krispy Kremes, too. That's going to raise my serotonin. I could use a big bag of them.
I forgot about that. After church, I hit the donut stand. There's one right next to the church, just a block over.
Can there be one thing in the world I'm not addicted to? And then I can move on.
I've forgotten how much I've eaten. People are bringing up things. And
Yeah.
I ate that too this weekend. I must have been on an eating spree.
I think everybody's been binging for a week on bad foods. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the one food you could live on forever, and you still wouldn't be out like $1,000 eating out every night.
What's that?
McDonald's double cheeseburgers off the dollar menu.
So what is it, double cheeseburger for $1?
That's a nice deal.
Yeah. What we do, me and my friends, I'm a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Every day for lunch, we go out, 4 double cheeseburgers, $4.
That is probably my favorite McDonald's sandwich.
It's a bargain and a half, you know?
To me,
so cheesy.
If I went to McDonald's, I'm not getting a Big Mac, I feel like I wasn't even there. And plus, I'm not going without my fries either. Now I might want fries. Al, I want you to come in here and start taking my orders.
Just come in and sprinkle us with serotonin.
No, that's our new word. All right, see you later.
All right, later.
See you, Mike.
So apparently, some of this, Mr. Info said this, serotonin and its receptors have been known to affect mood, sleep, behavior, memory, learning, aggression, and eating disorders. So if you take that like St. John's wort or whatever, that's supposed to be before bed, right?
I think so. And that's something you got to take every single day and let it wear into your system.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think so. Like, you're not just going to take one dose and start feeling like, oh, I ate a pile of fries.
I didn't know.
I think you have to take that every day.
I don't know if I can make that kind of commitment.
And let it integrate itself. Build up the serotonin.
Right now, I'm just trying to sleep with a sandwich taped to my chest in case I wake up in the middle of the night.
Where's my emergency sandwich?
Lou, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Lou.
Hey, big ass cardholder 7363.
Hooah.
That was it?
That's all you're getting.
That's it.
We're going to work in all that stuff.
I've been waiting for a week for the hooah. I didn't get a hooah.
Hooah!
Listen,
You're the first hooah since
Yeah.
the tragedy.
tasty cake crimpets. You ever have them?
Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? I grew up on them.
Hell yeah!
Add that to the machine.
You've got mail.
A second favorite tasty cake. My first is those candy cakes, the peanut butter candy cakes.
Oh, yeah. But
Oh, my God. are they
California
good.
has no tasty cake.
California's hideous.
No tasty cake.
You know, I was just out in
Taste period.
You know when I was out in California, they have so many hamburger places that we don't have around here, like the Carl Jr.'s and Hamburger Haven. They go on, and I'm like, you guys ever hear McDonald's?
A lot
Burger
of checkers.
King?
A lot of
No
checkers,
room.
too.
Checkers, there's a lot of them in Florida. I don't care much for them.
Yeah, where the yard apes are, they got the checkers.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I need. I need some, Al, write this down. I'm going to need some butterscotch crimps from Tasty Cakes.
All right. Get some crimpets.
You know what? I might need you to drive to Philly and get them fresh and be back here.
Nice. Can you do that, Al?
Al, you're in Jersey, right?
Yes, I am.
That's right next to Philly.
Yeah.
Swing by tomorrow.
You're already there.
No, I think Philly's a couple hours from where I am.
No problem. Bring a cooler with you.
Yeah.
Get me some Tasty Cakes. I'm going to probably need 2 cheesesteaks and 3 hoagies. I've been going through a lot lately, okay?
And whatever you want, Al.
My city got bombed. I need a lot of food. Ass Man's going in one direction. I'm going in the other.
Oh, is Assman having his surgery today?
Yeah.
Is it done already? Does anyone know?
I don't think so. I'm going to call over to the hospital.
Well, they're not going to wake him up.
No, but I'll just see if they have any info.
Mario.
Do you have a large ass man there?
Mario, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, Fezzy Low?
Mario.
Hey, let me ask you a question, bro.
Yes.
Me and my boys are putting together a little wrestling trivia quiz for you. Is it all right if we don't have questions that have cut and dry answers? So, kind of like opinion.
When would that ever be okay in a trivia competition?
No, but you know when
Mario, when do you want to do this contest?
Whenever we're ready. Whenever you are, bro. We go all the way back to the Bruno. We're old timers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for us? You let us know when you want it.
All right, we'll do it later on this week, okay?
All right.
But in the meantime, the comfort food, You got to roll with the pizza. Cold, hot, doesn't matter.
That's right. I had 2 boots.
Now, I love 2 boots, by the way. I might get one of those tonight.
I had 2 slices at a time.
There's a pizza place on my street. I've been walking by there on the way home, and I can stop because they got a window. I've been getting that and an Italian ice as my drink. I'm serious. Ever since Tuesday, I've been eating like a maniac. I'm a little nervous.
I think the New York economy's fine with you.
I'm doing everything I can to help.
You are putting money back in the restaurant industry.
All right, thanks, Mario.
Thank you, folks.
That's it. All right, here's a guy in the instant feedback saying, yeah, the Zoloft has changed his life, except for the sex life is no good. Well, what good is that to me?
So if the sex life was no good to begin with...
How's life good?
To begin with, then it hasn't changed his life.
Oh, see, I don't even need this. All right, Victor is saying you can increase serotonin and endorphin levels by working out on a consistent basis, all natural, fat-free, and don't forget the wonderful effects of sex. You're 100% right, Victor, and I don't see it happening yet. I definitely, I'm going to write it down that that's what I actually want to do with my life.
Yeah, but he said on a consistent basis.
Yeah, but I can always fake to myself that I'm going to do it consistent.
Can't we just have Al Dukes, when he's fixing the air conditioner, pump some serotonin gas in here?
All right, Mace writes in California, the In-N-Out burgers. Yeah, I tried one of those. I'm not impressed.
In Pensacola, we had Whataburger, which was only good at 3 a.m.
Now, was that a chain there?
Yeah.
So it was just called Whataburger.
Yeah, all one word, Whataburger.
Yeah. Hey, Gus, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Gus.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. rules, man.
I
didn't think much of it.
And also for the serotonin thing, although you can't do it all the time, but like an ecstasy once or twice a month, that's been proven to raise your serotonin levels. And turkey, actually, when you eat turkey, it's got L-tryptophan in it.
Yeah,
right.
Which also increases your serotonin, but also makes you a little tired. That's why you get tired after Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
Normally
I thought that was from watching all the football.
After Thanksgiving, my family takes ecstasy, so I don't know what we're tired from. And my dad's just sitting there sucking on a little pacifier.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Night.
Alexis, you're on Ron and Fez. Alexis.
Hello, Alexis.
Hey, Ronco, FY.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Yeah.
Listen, I was reading actually about this like a while ago. They say serotonin and carbohydrates. Some study out of Yale said that it's actually, I think, addictive. That, like nationalities such as like Italians and stuff like that, they eat so much pasta that they get like withdrawal symptoms. I know I do. I mean, I'm Spanish. I eat a lot of rice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go a week with that, and all of a sudden I'll just
start flipping out.
I'll eat it dry. No, man, I'm talking about rice. Like you'll see me jump in the bag like tailspin style.
Ew.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know.
All right.
Didn't you used to jump in the bag there, Fez?
Yeah.
I jumped in the sack.
All right, see you, man. Here's Reggie. Reggie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Reggie.
Hey, man, I love a double burger, man. In-Out rocks.
Yeah, I know. People, I guess whatever you grew up with, right?
No, I'm from New York.
Oh, okay.
I'm from New York. I love fat burgers, too, man.
Fat burgers is actually, I like better than In-N-Out burgers.
Actually, you're right.
Fezzy, that's all these burger chains out there that we don't have on the East Coast at all.
We're getting ripped off on the East and the West Coast for a while. I come back, and you guys are on at night. What the hell's going on? I'm all confused.
Everything's changing.
Everything's changing.
George W. Bush thought this would be better for us here.
I hear you.
We could do more for the country's morale at night. Thank you, Reggie.
Be cool, bye.
That's it. Now, you don't actually, we don't know what the president's going to do yet, right, Fez?
No, now, I've heard from a couple of people, I didn't see this myself, but there's a Wednesday deadline for Afghanistan to hand over Osama bin Laden.
I don't think that the president ever said that. I think that's kind of, who did he send over there? What country? No, I'm crazy.
Pakistan
Yeah, I must have Palestine. I keep calling Pakistan. And in my mind, I'm hearing and I'm going, that's not right.
That's why you're not in the war room.
So they went over there. Oh, I'm setting up my own war room. Don't worry about it. My house right now is nothing but maps, which I need more Afghanistan maps.
That's not a map. You have a Stratego game board out there.
Still. I have Stratego. I'm not, and I've actually been taking a lot of satellite pictures off my balcony.
Oh, okay.
Right now, most of the satellite pictures I have are just of the East River in Queens.
Find anything?
Right now, it looks like a couple kids are playing.
We'll see.
Over in the Astoria section. I said to my son, get on my shoulders and help me take some satellite pictures. So, yeah, I think they went over and they told them you have 76 hours or something like that. I don't know if the president said it.
Okay, because it seems to me like I thought I kept hearing everyone always qualify their statements by saying Bin Laden's the prime suspect, but we don't know for sure he's responsible. And then to hear a deadline, I didn't know how it was all working together.
All right, let me ask you this question. Everybody's all revved up and weirded out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose these guys in Afghanistan, they go, oh, my God, they're coming this way. They cut off Bin Laden's head and roll it across the border to us. Then what do we do with all this energy we got?
Right, yeah. They've done our job for us. Huh.
That would be weird. 877-692-1027.
Back to the serotonin, I guess.
Right now, Bush hasn't told us what he's up to. That's what, you know.
And we won't hear until it's already in action.
Hey, John, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, John.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Buddy.
I went down south on a family vacation, and we went into this, it looked like a shack, but it was named Antoine. It made no sense. Anyway, they had a 6-pound shop meat burger that feeds a family of up to 6 people. It was unbelievable. It was $32.
That's not a hamburger. That's a meatloaf.
It's unbelievable. No, it was a hamburger.
That is a meatloaf. A huge hamburger is a meatloaf.
It was unbelievable. And you know what? They would put stuff in it, like a Twinkie. You could get mozzarella cheese. You could get peppers.
A Twinkie?
He just means Twinkies have stuff inside. You know. Don't pay attention to everything John says. He's talking wacky tonight. John, have you been overeating ever since we got into this situation?
Yes, absolutely. I put on 20 pounds. I went to LA weight loss.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you guys help me out? And they were like, you should probably wait till this whole thing dies down before you start anything.
You know what? I swear,
a good point.
I was thinking the same thing about myself because, like that guy wrote, just start exercising. And I'm thinking, yes, I want to do that, but I can't right now. Right now,
I'm very busy with
and
coverage.
I feel so addictive right now. Like I would love to party hard. I would love to drink and do other things. And I can't. But here, why not? Excuse me, Fez. Do you mind if I have a piece of cake during this? All right?
I know, it seems inconsequential.
Have I quit enough things that I can't have a piece of cake, Fez? Or do you want to stand over me like a buzzard, just coming down on everything I'm doing?
Fine, take your cake.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
I know.
I don't need it, Fez.
When Billy Staples dropped me off from work Friday night, I went home and had 5 beers.
Did you? Well, that's okay. Don't make you a bad person.
No, I'm in my own home. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm in my own underpants.
Were you crying in them?
Crying in my underpants?
No, in your beers.
Nah, I get misty, but
here's anybody who can sit through these TV shows and not bawl their eyes out, Fezzy. They'd have to be a cyborg at this point. Hey, Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, Ron? You don't have to go down south. You don't have to go to Philly. You go to Mulberry Street. There's a place called Luna's. It's an Italian restaurant. They have heroes that are as long or longer than a computer keyboard.
Nice
no joke.
Yeah.
Meatball, chicken cutlet, you name it, they got it.
Starving.
Excellent.
Now I'm starving, Kevin.
I'm sorry.
All right, thanks a lot.
Goodbye.
You know what I'm starving for right now?
What?
Jackson Hole Burger.
I could eat a Jackson Hole Burger. I honestly could. I might have a problem with this. This is gigantic. Hey, Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys, what's up?
I'm wearing sweatpants. How's that grab you, Mike?
That's dessert.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. He'll wear a shirt and tie and a pair of sweatpants.
Hey, 1361, card holder.
All right, buddy. Everybody. Hey, why don't I give it to him?
All right. Best dessert ever.
Yeah.
Hot waffles with a slice of vanilla ice cream in between.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Let me ask you this. Do you put a little powdered sugar on the waffles?
Negative.
Why?
Oh, you just let it drip all over you. It's just the best. Powdered sugar just masks it.
It doesn't mask it. It brings it out.
I think it might mask, Ronnie. I'm not sure.
Brings out. It's like it's good. To me, I'd be like this. Where's the effing powdered sugar?
Brings it.
Now, I would never make that in my own home. That doesn't. Wait a minute. Liking powdered sugar doesn't make me a mo. Maybe if I put it on a guy's unit and licked it off, then I'd be a mo.
That's a gourmet.
Oh, that reminds me of another thing I had this weekend.
Stop it, Fez.
Oh, Fez.
We're trying to. All right. See you later, Mikey.
Later.
You know, maybe Falwell's right. Maybe because of people like Fez, this happened to us.
It is not my fault. I didn't do a thing. Trust me.
Falwell said that God has pulled back his curtain of protection over the United States because of because people have gotten abortion.
Right.
Then he also added no prayer in school. That's for some reason.
Right.
Homosexuals. Pagans?
Yeah, pagans somehow. Goat pants.
Like we're overrun with pagans in this country.
Yes, and apparently Zeus didn't protect us either.
You know, I wouldn't get too confused between some people being a little new agey and having fun and out full pagans. Fezzy, I want to get an update from our buddy Hard Rock Johnny, who's been trying out doing everything he can for the effort. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm good, boys. How are you?
Yeah.
Just want to give a little shout and thanks to you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
And I say when all is said and done, I think we made approximately 30,000 sandwiches.
Wow. That's terrific, man.
That we got out there to relief workers throughout the city. I myself was down at Ground Zero like 3 or 4 times. And it's a mess down there. But people are just happy to see, other people who are not emergency workers, who are not,
just see a normal people.
See a normal so-called person, if you would call me normal.
I understand exactly what you're saying, man.
They were thanking us, which is amazing because they're the ones that need to be thanked. And, we got water. People just dropped off more stuff than we knew what to do with. We'll be, hopefully I'll be able to let you guys know in the next couple of days. We're going to probably continue maybe on the weekends.
Cool.
And we're going to go from there. And I want to thank you guys and thank everybody, all your listeners. And, everything that you guys did and everything that was donated got out to the people who really needed it.
Yeah, it seemed like we actually even overwhelmed them, all the people from here, New York, and around the country. And that was terrific news. I mean, a lot of people came here and said they can't use me. So,
we had more stuff than we knew to do with it.
I'm sure we're going to be going into another phase of this, and it's going to take a long-time commitment, especially for New Yorkers and people in the tri-state area for New York. One of the things the mayor said is come into New York. You know what I mean? Party here. Eat at the restaurants. Go to the shows. Have some fun. Shop here. We're not the danger zone. We don't have AIDS. I'm looking out the window here, Fuzzy, and all the tourist, those gray line things.
Oh, yeah, those big buses.
Yeah. So people shouldn't be afraid of New York. They didn't bomb New York because that's their enemy. They bombed the America. All right, thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, guys.
All right,
thanks for everything, Johnny. Johnny from the Hard Rock Cafe.
Are you getting the feeling that some of the people in the other parts of the country feel like we have a disease now?
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm coming up with a strange... right now, I can't even get along with anybody outside the area. Maybe I can understand people, living in Washington because they went through the same thing. But other people, to me, right now, they feel like they're asking dumb questions.
Yeah, exactly. Any relative that calls from home has one stupider question than the call before. I got one call that, Al Pacino's penthouse.
Oh, please.
That you point out.
Why does everybody always have to bring up celebrities?
I got a call. Could Pacino see that from his penthouse? What was going on? That was one of the questions I got. I said, you know what? If you were callers to the show, we'd hang up on you. You're that bad.
Here's what Al said.
Hoo-ah!
Yeah. My mom has been talking to me like New York in the past tense. And she's been, it's just sad because New York was doing so good. And it's so sad because you had all those shows there and it was really doing well. I don't like to stop talking about it. It's like, we're gone.
Broadway's still there. Broadway didn't get bombed.
And believe me, Fuzzy, we put it together, we're going to come back bigger and better. Bigger and better. Right now, of course we hurt. Of course we're overeating. We have to. Al, do you understand what we're eating tonight?
Food.
Don't just leave it at food. I want Krispy Kreme sandwiches on a Italian roll.
Burger donuts.
Yeah, burger donuts. Put some burger in there, melt cheese all over it.
And tasty cakes.
Don't start bringing up tasty cakes with me, Al. That's a dessert that comes after.
Al, don't bring up any food that you don't have on your person right now.
All right, let's take a break here, Fezzy. We're going to do some spots. We'll be right back. And by the way, we didn't say this at the beginning of the show. I want to thank everybody for last week. We were running the show that we were doing without being on tape delay so that we could do emergency stuff.
Right.
Everybody pitched in together with Hard Rock Johnny, and everybody was helping other callers, and it was really, really nice. I kind of feel like we're moving into another realm here, and I'm hoping that the city's going to be bigger and better than ever. But honestly, from me and Fez both, thanks so much.
We're on our way back. Thanks for just talking with us last week.
877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
The Human Comfort Foods. We're Ron and Fez. 877-692-1027. Baseball is back tonight. The NFL will be back on track this coming weekend. And the Emmy Awards have been rescheduled to, I believe, October 7th.
When were they supposed to be, Fez?
This past weekend.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up. I was playing foosball. What's going on here?
Oh, I just mentioned the baseball's playing again tonight.
Oh, yeah, that starts tonight.
Yeah, and the NFL back this weekend, and the Emmys have been moved to October 7th, where they say they'll have a much more low-key ceremony.
Right, because now suddenly being best actor in a supporting role on a comedy doesn't seem quite such a big deal.
Beating Niles Crane isn't that important anymore.
If somebody else, this is the greatest year of my life, they'll be beat up and stoned. Now, what is going to happen? Like, we're talking about... Now, right now, can you imagine... I mean, for me, I don't know if anybody else feels this way. Reality TV shows seem like the stupidest thing in the world. And I watched every one of them.
Right.
But you really think I want Fear Factor on my TV after what we went through last Tuesday?
Probably
not. How is
not.
that going to be scary to me? After seeing my city being bombed right in front of us.
So that's something that's going to change. It's a different world now, Ronnie.
I definitely can't believe that people are going to sit there and watch Fear Factor and go, oh, I'd be afraid to do this. Here's Fear Factor. Bombs hitting, and you're not with your loved ones. You don't know where they are.
You're not going to be able to top the Fear Factor there. 877-692-1027. Everything seems different, Ronnie.
Oh, everything's different.
I watched I was watching HBO, took my mind off news coverage for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And turned on HBO. They had the X-Men on, which I love. And then you see New York being attacked from the Statue of Liberty, and nothing seems appropriate anymore.
Right, it's not appropriate anymore. How many times did they destroy New York in the movies?
Over and over again.
All right, now we saw it. Do you still find it entertaining?
No.
877-692-1027. How about some of the TV shows? Are we going to suddenly have a very special Friends?
Oh, right, yeah.
Where, oh, my God, Rachel had a meeting at the World Trade Center. Are they going to start and do that stuff to us?
I bet they deal with it. Remember when WKRP did the Who concert show?
First of all, Fez, how is that dealing with it? Where we're going to have some people in L.A. pretending that they, are doing a New York show. It just seems ridiculous to me now.
They're going to add it to their shows.
But how is that dealing with it? Is that going to make me feel better at home? Am I going to be like,
I didn't mean they were going to solve it. I meant they were going to put it in their shows.
But that's not dealing with it. That's being stupid. That's actually an insult, if anything. We're going, Chandler comes home, he's got dust on his head. After being through the real thing. It's going to be just too weird anymore. Hey, Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, guys. What about a show like Survivor? I think it's being taped right now. How are they handling this? Do the people know? I'm sure there's some New Yorkers there.
With that Big Brother show, who I believe they're still in there, they didn't tell them at first. Then they found out that one of the girls had a cousin that's missing. So they had to go in and tell her.
Right.
But, now they're like, when do we go back and do that show? like anybody cares about this, you know, because all these things are kind of set up. Like, all right, just think of the last Survivor, Fez, as they walked past the tiki torches of those that went before them. You know what I mean? They're setting the whole thing up like it's really about death. And now that we've lived in an era of this, how are we going to sit down and watch Survivor the same way with that cornball stuff?
Nothing seems to have the same importance that we once put on it. I went through some old papers in my briefcase, some stuff from last week, and it looks like this is all just nothing but trivial. This is the stupidest things ever.
Now, Millionaire was on last night, but I think I think it was taped before.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Thanks, Andrew. Hey, here's Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Anthony, go ahead.
Hey, Ron and Fez. Listen, I was thinking about a show like Band of Brothers on HBO. I mean, you know, it's supposed to be, you know, real war and stuff like that, or lifelike or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, are people going to want to see this now, or are they going to maybe rally around it or something? What do you guys think about it?
Yeah, that seems like one that could go either way.
I mean, they spent so much money on the advertising. I mean, that's all we saw just a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, not that's important, but...
And, you know, you say it'll go either way. That's probably how people take it. Some people are going to feel very patriotic watching that miniseries.
Yeah, but when they see those realistic scenes, they might, you know, have second thoughts.
Especially if suddenly their kids are going to end up over there. I mean, we don't know what the hell's going on yet.
Right.
We don't know what the boss has got planned for us.
And when it's going down.
Here's Tommy. Tommy, you're on Around Fez.
Hello, Tommy.
Yeah, Ron.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps Reserve. We got called tonight. I want to give a shout out to the rest of the Marines. They're still in New York City.
Yeah.
Reserve. Hang tight. You know, it's our turn right now to leave. We're infantry. 0311. We're all a bunch of infantry. All the ones that are reservists that's in New York right now, I want to get a shout out. Hang tight. You guys are going to be next.
You know, did they tell you where you're leaving, Tommy, or you're just getting on the ship?
We're leaving tonight. I think 11 or 12 o'clock. We're going to Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm scared out of my mind.
I'm sure,
I'm 32
my friend.
now. I was in Desert Storm when I was 20.
Right.
You know, 21 years old. I'm scared, and, you know, but what are we going to do? I just want to tell those Marines, hang tight, devil dogs, and, you know, we're going to take care of business, you know.
Tommy, God bless, and stay safe, my friend.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
All right, Semper Fi.
Take care, Tommy.
All right.
Devil dogs.
That's a rough one, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
That's a rough one. We're going to be getting a lot of that. 877-692-1027. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, hey, what's up? But a situation like that, and then they're going to be milking Friends for all it's worth. You know, they're going to do a show like that. Oh, feel sorry for the victims. We do this for the victims, and they're going to be doing it for themselves.
Yeah, you know, that would really get on my nerves.
You know, they're going to do it. They're going to, how dare you say this isn't good? You know, they're going to be like, oh, you know, how dare you not fall along with this? Feel sorry for them.
I would imagine they'd all do it. NYPD Blue's probably going to have a situation.
That show's a little more realistic, but I agree with you, too. You're right. That they're going to have a better shot at it. But everyone's going to be trying to do it in a way where you can't say they're doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It'll be difficult, too.
As for Band of Brothers, I think the timing is amazing. I mean, as for me, I think that, you know, I wouldn't be offended at all. Watching people go to war, really care about something, I mean, it's just a commitment kind of thing. But
yeah, that might work. I don't know. I haven't seen the show yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, but the blood, who knows how people are going to handle the blood? Because
that'd be tough.
That might when it gets real.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot.
Take it easy, boys. See ya.
Mara writes in, check out Letterman tonight. It'll be his first show back since the crash, and given his New York location and backdrop. That's true. The beginning of that show, you always came across the harbor.
Oh, yeah. They had a shot of the Staten Island Ferry coming into South Manhattan.
Right. So you would get to see the skyline there, and I guess that'll change.
Yeah.
Rosie's show always had that. Millionaire used to always have that shot. And is it a situation like I heard they're changing Spider-Man? And, you know, first of all, if you believe Spider-Man, you know,
right.
Can't believe it's some other big buildings. I don't know.
The Spider-Man trailer has a big web in between the Twin Towers catching a helicopter full of criminals.
It'll be very, very bizarre.
That got yanked from the theaters immediately.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
I'd like to thank everybody that was down at the Javits Center. You know, we moved 45,000 100,000 pounds of dog food.
Wow. Did they have that many dogs?
There are hundreds of dogs down there, and they got to eat and, whatever. But these
They're eating
dogs,
more than me.
yeah, exactly. They should be fed prime rib,
Yeah.
I mean, but everybody from the record company, from Punk Rock Records and LoveandBullets.com would like to thank everybody that's helped everybody on this side of the United States, and we really, really would like to try to be patriotic. And I think if it wasn't for rock and roll, we wouldn't have America, and if it wasn't for punk, we wouldn't be able to get up and have our free speech, and that's what makes this country so great.
Hey, I don't know whether anybody else has noticed this, talking about things are changing. Did you notice that MTV was playing a lot stronger music this weekend? They weren't playing all their little poppy songs.
Yes,
so they were playing like
stuff. No lighthearted stuff at all.
They were playing like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and that whole.
We were on your show.
We were on your show. Bubblegum.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, we were on your show with U.S. Chaos, and we're one of the most patriotic bands, I think, this side of, the East Coast.
Right.
And we just want to let people know that we're going to be doing this benefit at CBGB's with all the other New York bands to show our patriotism, to put up as much money as we could get to donate to anybody. So if you want to be part of it, you're more than welcome to. And any fans that want to come, they're more than welcome to.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll put you on hold because I want to start. I told Al about this. I just want to start plugging more things in New York. Even if people are making money at it, just to bring people back into the city a little bit, Fez.
Let them know that New York's still going on, and this is the place to party. This is the place to be.
Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I just wanted to put the word out to these guys that got called up in the reserves. I'm in the reserves myself, and I got called up. You can't tell people where you're going, man. If you want to tell your family and friends that you're leaving and you got to go out to duty, that's fine. But don't be putting that out over the airwaves, man. That's supposed to be for our knowledge only, man.
Well, he just said that he was going. He didn't say where.
Well, yeah, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't pick up on it.
I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh, you meant where he was leaving from, he said.
Yeah, but I for all these guys getting called up, man, I know there's a lot around here. I got called up. I'm ready to go, in a couple days.
You know when you're leaving? Oh, they already told you?
Yeah, I'm leaving in a couple days, so, I got to get my my stuff packed up and get ready to go. But,
Where are you heading?
Out.
Oh.
He can't say, Fez.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Get
but
that through your mind.
It seems inconsequential, but it is stuff that is not supposed to, get out there real publicly, It's going to be, nobody knows what's going on, man, so that might be sensitive information that the enemy could use, and you don't know whether it is or not.
Brian, my friend, God bless. Stay safe, okay?
All right, we'll be all right, man.
All right, see you later.
Rats are going to be kicking ass for you guys.
All right.
Thanks,
Later.
Brian. Take very good care.
I want to get Rory in the Marine Corps, I think.
Rory Hampton's. He is of the age.
Yeah.
He's of the ilk. He should go.
The only problem is he doesn't want to. That's the only thing holding us back right now. We'd have him there. Here's Sharon. Sharon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, how you doing? I just want to tell you guys that Ron and Fez, you both are great.
Yes.
And I appreciate everything you've done for us.
Yes.
But what I want to say is, I heard a story tonight. I'm from New Jersey. I don't want to say the exact town.
Because the enemy will know.
Right.
Yes.
Troop movement.
Yeah.
Well, I understand children in schools that come to America, if they don't have to stand up when they say the Pledge of Allegiance. And I believe if you're in this country, you respect our country and you stand up to our flag and you pledge allegiance to it.
Well, if they're not from this country, I don't think they're allowed to pledge.
But it doesn't matter. You're still here and you go to our school.
All right, but,
you're getting our education.
Yeah, but honey, don't you think we got enough problems about whether a third grader pledges allegiance or not?
I'm not talking about third graders. I'm talking about high school students.
Whatever age, seriously. We really got enough thing about...
But don't you think if you're in this country, you should believe in our beliefs and our flag?
Honey, I got enough things to worry about without whether minors are saluting the flag.
I understand that too, but when our flag is up and you're in school, I believe you should stand up out of respect and being allowed in this country.
But here's the thing about the country. Everyone is allowed to do what they believe in themselves.
I believe...
And not everyone has to stand up.
And I don't know if I want foreigners saluting our flag. It's our flag.
It seems like just a motion. They're just going through the motion.
They're just here as guests, aren't they?
It's kind of sad that someone could sit there and not pay attention.
Okay. All right, honey.
Well, Sharon, how many of the American high school kids do you think's paying attention during that pledge?
But they're still
thinking about what the chemistry test. They're thinking of the girl at the next desk.
But they're still standing up saluting our flag.
All right, thank you, Sharon. All right, now you've summed up everything that's happened here over the last week. We need more.
We know how to fix it.
We need more foreign miners saluting the flag. All right, thank you, honey.
All right, thank you very much.
Now we figured it out.
Finally, I knew there was an answer.
You know, I'm glad everybody likes the flag and everything, but that's not the only thing that we're doing here.
Hans from Austria is in 10th grade and not standing up during the pledge.
I want some kid from Austria. And how many kids from other countries are here looking at a flag? What is she worried about? Paul, you're on Run of Fez.
Why pledge the allegiance if you don't mean it? Hi, Paul.
Hey, I'm a teacher. I had another point to make, but can I respond to what the lady said?
I wish you would.
All right, first of all, I teach in a middle school in a primarily African-American district. There's a lot of Muslims there, and ever since I worked there, I told the Muslim children, just stand. You don't need to say it, just stand, and they did. So that's how I take care of it.
All right.
Now,
so it's up to each teacher,
Can
right?
you get in trouble for that, making them stand?
The parents have no problem. They don't have to say it. Just stand like everybody else so you don't call attention to yourself. That's all. You know?
So Muslims aren't allowed to salute a flag? Is that the dilly?
I guess. I'm not Muslim. As a matter of fact, I'm pagan. Yes, I'm pagan, and that Falwell statement really, really upset me because I'm a hard worker, I have a master's degree, and I serve the school I work in.
Are you really pagan?
Yes, I am.
Now, how's a pagan different than Wiccan?
It's the belief structure. Wiccan is a definite, I guess, approach. Pagan means you believe in many gods. And you can be both pagan and Wiccan, which I am.
Okay.
I have a structure in which I believe in my gods. How about that?
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I got no problem with anybody's religion. Jerry Falwell made a crazy statement. We're all supposed to be different religions here.
Yeah. So.
Well, literally, I don't even want to be my own after Sunday, tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah. I'm very, very mad at my priest. You
had a bad service?
I had a bad, I thought his attitude was bad.
What do you say?
I don't even want to get into the whole thing because I don't want to be these, this is an old man who's running the service. And I went there with my family thinking, oh, maybe we'll get a little spiritual help, and we did. All right, thanks, Paul.
Hey, thank you. Have a good one. Be safe.
All right, see you later.
Bye-bye.
All right. It's Paul the pagan teacher.
Jeremy, you're on Manifest.
Hey.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, I'm a junior in high school, and I'd just like to respond about the whole flag saluting thing.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick little thing. My reasons for not saluting. I would really like to salute. It would be, I have, faith in my country. I like my country, and I really like to salute. But it's basically just a thing where after the Cold War, they added in the whole under God part. And I can't, in my conscience really salute to a flag where, I'm basically being told we're saluting, under God when I don't have those beliefs.
All right, what if you just stay quiet during the under God part?
Well, actually, I have been doing that because recently I have been, saluting the flag because of everything that happened.
Why don't you say this, under Rod, and see if, and then maybe you'll get the guy next to you to giggle.
Yeah, that
and then you hold up a picture of Rod Stewart.
Sure.
Cool.
But, seriously, Fuzzy, does it really come down to who's saluting and not? And they're kids.
No,
What do I care?
It doesn't matter anything in the scheme of things.
All right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right. We got enough problems without you putting on a big thing here, okay?
Okay.
Be cool, all right?
I honestly didn't know we still did the pledge.
Be like Fonzie. Be cool. Here's Sherry.
Coolamundo.
Here's Sherry. Sherry on Run of Fez.
Hello,
Hi,
Sherry.
how you doing?
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks to you guys. I appreciate all the coverage and letting people get their messages across. And I just wanted to respond to your comments on Sharon's, what she had to say about the flag salute. And my feelings are that this country, number one, was founded on Christianity. And, that's obviously
We weren't founded on, honey, we weren't.
But listen.
We were not founded on Christianity.
Do you know that much?
Let me get this point across, though.
She's not going to listen.
These kids are minors now, and they may be third graders, and they may be 10th graders, and they may be seniors, but they're also the same ones that are going to be fighting for this country in 10 years and the ones that are going to be governing this country in 10 years. And if we don't teach them what our country's about now, then we're going to be in trouble 10 years down the road.
Just so you know, Sherry, so you can love your country as much as you want, it's not about being a Christian, okay?
Well, I'm addressing what the young man said about not saying God. And you know what? I respect that. If that's his choice, that's his choice.
Good.
But also back to the whole...
but just, I just want you to understand... Yeah.
Go ahead, Ron.
No, I want her to talk. Go ahead.
About what Sharon had said about, you guys have made a comment about not being allowed to. Well, they're in this country. If they're listening to all the other rules of the country and obeying all
I have
the
no
other
idea.
laws of the
I asked
country,
him, Sherry. I asked him. I didn't understand. Maybe I have no reason why. Personally, I don't think foreign people should be saluting the flag. It's our flag, okay?
Well,
Second of all, it seems to be...
saluting the flag, maybe they shouldn't be in the country. That's how I
seems
feel.
so low down on what we're doing right now, rather than picking out children. Okay?
I don't think it's picking on children. I'm a teacher. I love children. I teach children
Wait a
every
minute.
day.
You're a teacher, and you think that the country was founded on Christianity.
Oh, gosh.
What do you think the basis of religion is?
You don't teach history, do you?
No, I don't teach history. I
What do
teach
you
English.
teach? What?
English. I'm an English teacher.
I honestly don't believe for a second that you're a teacher. I don't believe that for a second. I think that you're just saying that to make your argument.
Okay, well, that's, hey.
Because no teacher would sit there and say that the country was based on Christianity. It was based on to free us from other people's views of what they
One
think
nation under God?
Yes, under God, whatever you choose that God to be. That God is not the Christian God.
If it was whatever God you choose to be, then wouldn't it say under your God?
Whatever.
I don't feel that's the truth.
There's no way she's a teacher. You're absolutely right, Ronnie.
There's no way you're a teacher, honey.
I am a teacher, honey.
What age?
I'm 26.
No, what age are your students?
I teach 7th graders.
Oh. Retarded 7th graders? Because they have to...
now who's slamming the kids of the country?
Me. I am. If these kids have to sit there and listen to you, they're leaving retarded.
Yeah, if they may have pulled up in a regular bus, but they left on a short one.
That's a shame you feel that way.
I do feel that way about you. I honestly do. All right, thanks, son. We got to go to break, all right?
Take it easy.
877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 102.7 WNEW.
We're Ron and Fez, back with you on 102.7 WNEW.
877-692-1027. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, John.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, man.
I'm actually calling because I need your help, but I got a comment on all of this standing and under God stuff. 1971 was when they first said that you didn't have to stand, legally.
Right.
And I was the only guy who stood because my brother was in Vietnam at the time. And all it was, you didn't have to stand, you just had to be quiet and respect anybody else. But, a lot of those people grew up and, it didn't matter if they stood or not, just as, it's a personal thing,
All right, what else can we do for you, buddy?
Well, I'm a former EMT, and my old partner is in Special Forces. He's in the reserves.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking for him online, and I can't find him. I don't know, if he was downtown, I know he went in, or either that or he got called. So if I could just say his name and tell him to give me a call.
Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, his name's Steve Bauer.
Okay.
And we worked together. We were on bus 317. He'll know what I'm talking about. Call me, okay?
Call John, Steve. All right.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Best of luck to you with that, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Take care, John.
877-692-1027. Here's Donnie or Danny?
Yes, hi.
Hi, what's your name? I'm sorry.
It's Danny.
Danny. Okay.
Hi. First of all, guys, thanks for the forum.
Okay.
Second of all, I'm calling to respond specifically to the English teacher who called in. I'm actually a history teacher, and it kind of offends me that she's suggesting that America was founded entirely on Christian principles, especially because I am actually Christian.
Mm-hmm.
America was founded on the principle of religious freedom, and I would hope that anybody who's listening and anybody who is paying attention to what it means to be American now gives that a lot of thought, because we can pray in our different ways, and that's what we really need to do. We need to not argue about it. That's pretty much it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Danny.
All right, bye-bye. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Mike. Mike?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I want to call about that girl who said she was a school teacher, too. I totally agree with you, Ron. First of all, I don't think she was. But second of all, her age alone scares me. 26 years old and she's a teacher?
Yeah.
I remember when I was going to school, my teachers were nuns and older people, and I feared them. Who's going to fear a 26-year-old teaching school?
Well, we had some hags when we were kids, didn't we?
You can be like 21, 22 and teach school. That's not a problem. But you should actually study a little bit before you start to teach.
They should start in kindergarten and nursery schools until they're a little older, and they should move up along with the kids.
To me, a first grader could teach a kindergarten kid. A second grader could teach a first grader. What's the big deal?
And these kids today could teach this girl something, I'm sure, at 26 years old. What could she possibly know about teaching school?
She was a little, bless, I don't even believe her. All right, thanks, Mike. A lot of people, when they call a radio show, will add that extra thing.
Yeah, to try to give, some credence.
I don't want to get into that whole thing tonight. Hey, Len, you're on Ron and Fez. Len.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
Listen, 2 reasons I'm calling. First of all, I missed the beginning of that thing where the dumb broad was talking about this being a Christian country. I mean, right. I was raised Irish Catholic, and my husband was raised Lutheran. That doesn't mean that everybody else's belief is wrong. That doesn't mean that, they don't have the right to pray to their own Allah or God or whatever they want to call it.
Of course.
And I just want to know where she's teaching. I don't want my son in a class with a teacher like that.
All right, thank you very much, Lynn.
And thank you.
Pull him out of his English class, just in case.
Kara, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Kara.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Good.
I called up with only 2 things to say, but now I have about 9. First, I want to give you guys major props. You were awesome last week. I know that's not your usual style of, radio programming, but you did such a great job.
I still feel like we're not back to our usual style.
I don't think it's going to be normal for a while.
Me neither. Nothing's going to ever be normal again.
I'm sorry. I want to wish John luck finding his friend. What?
We eat the same. That's about it.
We eat more even.
Or a little bit more.
Have you ever thought that could happen? We're eating more.
Thanksgiving is a ways off. You have some, you've got to wait.
I'm planning. I'm planning Thanksgiving. For when I get off work tonight.
Well, I wanted to call and also wish John luck finding his friend.
Yeah.
And Danny, the teacher, she totally took the words out of my mouth because I was going to just, start going off on, the late 15th century, early 16th century and who actually settled the country. But no need because she really said all that counted.
There is no need.
No, none at all. So I won't.
Thank you much.
Well, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
And just the other thing with the person having issues about God being in the Pledge of Allegiance, does he still use money or is that, off limits too?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Here is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, babe.
I just basically wanted to thank you guys for the great job you've been doing. And also, fortunately for our family, all of ours have been accounted for. And while during this whole ordeal, I took the time out to make up a song, and I wanted to just read it out on the air.
You made up a song?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to sing it?
I can't, because I don't have the voice.
Just
but I wanted to reach out to everyone out there who's going through this whole nightmare still, and to the rest of the world, because we have to stand together.
Okay. So let's hear the song you wrote.
Basically, the title is We Shall Overcome.
Wait a minute, that's been done.
That is a song.
Does it go?
Life
Wait a minute, hold on. Does your song go like this? We shall overcome.
No.
Oh, okay, because you would have been busted for that one.
No, my husband actually asked me to change the title, which I probably should have, but it stands for a lot.
Did he ever overcome? Anyway,
Sorry?
Get to your song. Your song is what we're interested in.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Sing it.
Sometimes life can be so strange. When the chips are down, we must remain together. Evil's peered his awful, ugly face. Though it seems so dark, we must remain together. We must never look his way and take his side. We must be strong together and unite. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. For those who now look down on us, for justice, peace, and our freedom, we shall overcome. Evil chose us. What a big mistake. because he doesn't know we will remain together. We shall face whatever comes our way. Our faith in God and each other will remain together. Look to him for consolation and reprise. Take my hand, let's walk together in guided light. We shall overcome, we shall overcome. For those who now look down on us, for justice, peace, and our freedom, we shall overcome.
That it?
That's it.
I honestly didn't think anything could be worse than the bombings last week.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, I found something. Elizabeth, are you going to put music to those songs?
Yes.
And get someone to sing it?
I'm going to try.
Do you already have music to them?
Yes.
Now, do you play an instrument, or you're just humming it, kind of?
I sing.
All right. So you didn't write anything like a guitar or a piano?
No, I don't.
Why didn't you sing for us?
What?
Why didn't you sing for us if you sing?
I can't hear you. I'm on a cell phone. I'm losing you.
All right.
All right, honey, that was great.
Thank you.
I see that racing up the charts.
But I would check
In
into that
Afghanistan.
title.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, because somebody else has already done it.
Right. Maybe you can get the people that sang that song.
Oh, that was Martin Luther King. He died. Didn't he?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. All right, Elizabeth.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, good luck.
Great.
And you know what? If you want to put out an album, you're going to need about 9 or 10 songs.
Yeah.
All right?
So get busy, Missy.
Yeah.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
All right. All right, the poems and songs are still coming.
All right, I'd play right in. The only instrument that could be played with that is a dentist drill. Which I don't think would sound good.
No.
All right, Virtue writes in, what about a chainsaw?
That's going to be one hell of a band. Oh, symphony they put together there.
Here's Rich. Rich, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Rich. What do you have for us?
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I don't mean to sound like a jerk. I mean, it was a horrible thing that happened in the city.
That song?
Well, that was really bad.
Oh, okay.
And almost nearly as bad as Tuesday. Anyway. All the other channels looks like they're getting back to normal business. But NBC just won't let it go. They're still practically doing 24-hour coverage. And I just wanted... we got to move on a little bit.
But you know you got a lot of channels there on Time Warner. You can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at
I'm
that.
not on Time Warner.
What do you want?
Comcast.
Oh, geez, I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live like that.
Because I don't have, what's that channel? Nah, never mind.
HBO?
No, the one with the...
ABC. He doesn't get ABC on his cable.
Channel 9?
Yeah.
No, free. The one with the Howard Stern show that he produced.
E.
Huh?
Oh, not E. He's that little Back to the Beach show, whatever. What is that on?
Is that on FX?
FX.
Thank you,
yeah.
FX.
Yeah, there it is.
The only thing I don't have.
All right, buddy.
That's my only beef. I just wish they'd get back to normal.
Your beef is you don't get FX. And now tonight you're not getting to see all your big NBC shows.
Well, I kind of wanted to see Weakest Link with the Brady Bunch, but I'll let it go.
Okay, buddy. See
Later.
you. All right. At least you're live. Maybe that is where you should start tonight.
And then work your way back up to the Brady Bunch, being on Weakest Link.
People are already fraying out. Have you noticed that, Fez?
Oh, yeah.
They're picking at each other over little things like when the kids do something with the flag.
Right.
They're mad at their TV for not giving them all the entertainment in the world.
Everything that seems so unimportant on Tuesday, starting to get important again.
Right. Here's Ron. Ron, you're on Ron of Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, we're all right, bud.
Hey, since France backed out on us, or they're not going to back us, or don't want to be involved.
Now, there's a shocker, huh?
Really?
Yeah,
France not being there for us.
They should send us their surplus of white flags so we can silk screen stars and stripes on them and sure our flags.
That is their flag, the surrender flag.
That's their national flag?
They raise that every morning in case somebody's coming.
Just in case.
See ya.
You look at a nation like France, and you know if you're growing up in France today, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, you look at your grandmother and say to yourself, "Here's who's been banged by a Nazi," because those men stood out of the way let the entire Nazi party goose step doggy style at their wives, mothers, and sisters without doing a thing.
I mean, right to the Capitol, untouched. Right. How does that happen?
Banging then we come and save them.
Without a scratch. The Nazis walked right in.
Well, they didn't want to lose their paintings. So, and literally, they just handed over their wives, their girlfriends, their sisters. We come in, we save them. They go, you want to bang our wives now? Hey, someone knows to sleep with our wives.
Good, that'll keep them occupied.
What are we doing, man? What's Bush doing? Has he made any announcements tonight?
No announcements tonight. None that we know of. France has already surrendered. We know that much.
France has fallen to whoever gets there first.
The keys to the country.
That would actually make like a funny cartoon if they just wake up every morning and start pulling the white flag up. They salute that.
They don't salute. Their both hands go up in the air.
They are mad if any of their kids are talking while the surrender flag is going up.
This is supposed to be quiet. We're quiet while we surrender.
Yeah.
In this country.
But like they say, they surrender, but they don't give themselves away. That's the national...
Please don't rise. Please don't rise from your knees for the French national anthem.
So, Grandma, what was it like to bang Nazis? Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Did they tip? Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike.
We take your women. No, what's it called, though? I think there's going to be some action tonight, man.
You think so?
You think it's tonight?
Little fireworks. We got to figure it's daytime there now.
I always get that confused.
It's daytime there now, right? So it's been 3 days for them at this point now. So they've already, Pakistan spoke to them yesterday, technically. So I'd say tonight's the night.
All right.
All right.
We'll keep an eye out.
All right, so you got the under and the over-under. All right, see you later.
I'm taking Bush in the fourth quarter with 20,000 American lives.
Woo! Oh, God, that's the scariest thing I've ever heard, Mike. What's this guy up to with this Bush, Fez? Is he up to it?
Yeah, President Bush is up to it.
He definitely got stronger as the week went on.
Yeah.
He started off a little dazed. Now maybe we're finding out why is because he ordered that plane shut down. That had to shake him.
Right, the one that ended up crashing in western Pennsylvania. He had to give the order that if it was coming towards Washington, you have to shoot it down with American passengers on board.
He said shoot it down over Fairfax. But... I'm trying to sit here and think, has any American president ever had to give an order like that before? That had to be the most outrageous thing that any president's ever been stuck into.
That's incredible. No, I don't think anyone's ever had to do that.
I mean, it must have been just a relief for him when those guys took over for themselves.
Yep. And saved the lives on the ground.
Started kicking the hell out of the hijackers. Those guys ought to get something. You talk about heroes, those cats.
Yeah, I think they are going to get some sort of Medal of Honor.
Good.
I think that's already in the works. I don't know how long that takes.
Starving.
And France has surrendered the country to them.
I wish France would surrender their food to us. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
You can't eat that chicken. It's the national bird.
Hey, guys, how are we doing with the show?
Hi, James.
What's up?
I'm just thinking, oxymoron, French resistance, like right up there with jumbo shrimp in Business Park, or what?
Yeah, that is an oxymoron, the French resistance.
And finally, Ron, as an Irish American, I gotta love your stance on the English. You know, you gotta love to hate them, but they're there, right?
Yeah, they're going to be there for us, hopefully, right?
Yeah, so...
Not that we need anybody in this. Whatever we do, I hate us going around asking people. F you.
We'll take whatever we get.
All right, thanks a lot, James. And, here's my thing. And I don't want to get into this, Fezzy, because the priest is old.
Right.
But he actually blamed us. He blamed the U.S. for what happened. He said the world, like every war, it's between the haves and the have-nots. And if we're not happy with this, then we got to start looking at our legislature and our government. And I'm sitting there going, are you effing kidding me?
I can't take that kind of talk.
Those terrorists, they came here, they were living large.
Yeah.
All we've ever done is let people in and say, go ahead, make your nut. I mean, somebody could come in here tomorrow, Fez, have almost the same rights as you or anybody else, and with no times at all, have the exact same rights as you.
Right, yeah.
But even as a guest in this country, you got pretty damn good rights. We can't go busting you for no reason.
You're not getting put away.
Am I crazy here? It seems like we're good to other countries.
We're very good to other countries. We're very good. And these terrorists, they see this country, they see us living large, and they think, you know, because that we have that freedoms over here, the fact that we can go do things, and that, yeah, honestly, you're free to be as decadent as you want, and that we still thrive despite everybody doing their own thing. They can't stand it. They just can't stand it. The fact that we're successful with this formula of freedom. They see our success as a nation as undeserved. And they can't stand it.
That's the problem with us, that we're just living so fat?
I think that's what it is. Because they feel it's undeserved. That we don't bow down and face Mecca every day and pray the way they pray. That we don't live a moral lifestyle, and yet we still succeed. They can't stand it. That's the way they see us.
Now I'm getting it. So we're kind of like the...
We drive them insane.
They see us as the social boy and the outsiders.
Right.
Well, this time we're going to do this one for Johnny.
There you go.
But, you know, a lot of people are saying to me, this Bush is more money. I'm like, hey, man, I feel a lot closer. I didn't vote for Bush, but I feel a hell of a lot closer to him than I do to the guys who went ramming into my city.
Mm-hmm. Pretty soon the guys that knock down those buildings are going to hear all of us, Ronnie.
You're going to be quoting that forever, Fez.
Forever. That one's going down. That's going down in the books.
877-692-1027. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, 1027 WNEW.
Please rise for the French national anthem. Oh, there's French crying all over tonight, right? Hearing this. 877-692-1027.
Here's Johnny. Johnny, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, man, what's happening?
Hey, buddy.
Look, I want to talk about George Bush's dress code, man. The guy does not look good in the suit, man. It's not the real deal. What we got to see him in is the casual clothes, like we did on the rubble when he was talking to the firefighters. The guy needs to be in a firefighter jacket, man. He should be changing his clothes to, like, Red Cross. He's the average guy, man, talking to the average American. He should have an American flag on his hat at all times.
All right, anyway, I'd love to see him in some chaps.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We get him in some old kind of cowboy type chaps. Here's Jay. Jay, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hello, Jay.
Hey, yeah. How you guys doing?
Cool.
Good.
I'm from Montana. We came here with a canine rescue.
Yeah.
We were working Thursday, Friday, and Sunday.
Well, thanks so much for that.
Dogs can only work a couple hours at a time, and then one of the York had a bunch of your tapes in his truck.
Uh-huh.
We'd go back and listen to them. And I was just wondering what Iris thinks of all this stuff going on here.
We'll have to try Iris a little later on, but I appreciate it, Jay. And
That'd be great. Thank you very much, guys.
And thanks for coming in to help.
No problem. We're heading back out tonight. We're leaving.
All right, man.
Take care, Jay.
Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Safe trip home.
Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Hello?
Chris.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, guys? Ron Fez, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm on a cell phone. I'm breaking up.
What can we do for you?
I just want to, I'm with the New York City Police Department, the Emergency Service Unit, working over there on Ground Zero, and without the help of all those volunteers, we wouldn't be able to do our job. They're great, and I just want to thank everyone showing their support for us and for the city. This is great.
I'm glad to hear that, my friend.
All right? So
Thank
you guys take care, man. God bless.
Yeah. Thank you for everything that you did. God bless you.
All right, man.
All right. See you later.
Take care, Chris.
Took the kids out to a lot of different firehouses where they kind of had the firehouses open over the weekend. You can go by and thank the guys and people putting flowers up. And I got to tell you right now, Fezzy, bringing far too much food to those firehouses. I guess people don't know what to do and they just keep bringing food. These guys had so much food I don't know what they're ending up, I guess, giving it to the homeless.
Yeah, we
shelters.
talked about overeating ourselves, and people just have that instinct. Food makes everything a little bit better.
877-692-1027. Wayne, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm really enjoying your show. It's so
Thanks,
fun.
buddy.
It's so funny that I'm just changing the channels here, and I came across you guys. Anyway, you guys doing a great job and getting the information out, and you made a very important point tonight that before it was about the survivors and just keeping people alive and keep the spirit of America alive, and all of a sudden people are getting back to normal. They're forgetting, that they're starting to harp on the minor things, which is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Secondary, I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that you're stressing that the French have, rolled over and allowed Germany to come in and do whatever. But along with that, Italians have behaved the same way, and you failed to say anything about the Italians behaving in the same manner. So I'm curious as to why you have not, or maybe you're just not aware, or maybe you're just
what's the latest word on the Italians?
Well, listening to the O&A show, which is my news source.
Right.
That kept going back and forth.
So we don't know where the Italians stand.
Yeah, but no, not current. I'm talking about you.
Oh, well, the Italians have not.
In World War II, the Italians just rolled right over.
Oh yeah,
and they came in, and the Germans just said, took their women and took their men, or if they're of that nature. The same thing as the French.
The Italians haven't done anything interesting since Rome. There's no doubt about that.
They peaked.
Thank you. They peaked about 100 BC.
Thank you.
I see you, my friend.
That's rough.
877-692-1027. Hey, Sharon. Sharon, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, guys. I called in to thank you so much, especially Fez. You have made me laugh. I'm in my car driving from Connecticut to Delaware.
What did that Fezzy say?
I gotta get you.
What that Fezzy said to you?
Just Fez's little jokes that he gets to slip in every now and then have really made me laugh during this ride.
All right, that's very nice of you.
That is sweet, thank you.
All right, Sharon.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye. Fezzy's got a girl fan. Fezzy's got a girl fan.
I do not. I hate her.
What are you doing after the show? Kissing her or making out with her?
No, I don't kiss her. I can't stand her.
Girls are stupid and ugly.
Why are you marrying her?
I am not marrying her. We're not getting married.
Maybe she's pregnant.
She is not.
I guess Fez
I'm not even going near her.
I guess Fez is pregnant since he got that girl. Fez is pregnant.
What? If she comes over here, I'll punch her.
George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Hey, George.
What's going on? First thing I want to say, you guys are a class act before and after this situation. And I also want to say is that, I'm really disturbed by the fact that, Hollywood wants to go back and re-edit a bunch of movies that had the Twin Towers in it.
Yeah.
And I could understand some movies, if you're going to show the Twin Towers being destroyed, then that's going to be a problem.
Right.
Sure.
But I'm hearing they're going to re-edit. They might think of re-editing Spider-Man because there was a scene with him on the Twin Towers. And I think that's not right. We can't act like they never existed.
Well, look, if you act like you believe in Spider-Man, I think you could...
No, come on,
I'm saying the same thing as you. If you're making that leap, it's not going to throw you off.
Right.
I'll tell you the truth. Here's my prediction. I'm worried about it. Is that they're not going to shoot as many movies in New York City because it's going to bum everybody out.
Right.
Right.
I would hate that. But I have a feeling that's where we're going.
It's like it works both ways. There's going to be people that are upset when they see the old skyline, and there's going to be people that are upset when they see the new skyline.
Oh, God.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait till Nature Boy gets back.
Woo! Woo! Nature Boy will make his move. Here's my prediction, Fezzy.
Yes?
Nature Boy will make his move the night George W. Bush makes his move.
Oh, nice. Incongruence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime, the weirdest thing, I'm glad that guy brought it up. All this time, I can't believe it's been 6 days because it doesn't feel that long at all. I mean, I know I've slept, I know I've showered, but it still feels like one long crazy day. Every time I'm in the shower, I'm hearing the Nature Boy do something in my head.
Right. See, the Nature Boy will make his move when it's needed.
Right.
When the troops need rallying.
Right.
He's not needed during mourning. No. During grief or during a prayer service. You don't need the Nature Boy yelling during a prayer service.
What have they changed it? It was Attack on America, the TV stations were calling it. Now what are they calling it? The Aftermath?
I've seen...
And America Rising.
I've seen America United. And I also saw America Mourns.
Yeah. Why can't they just have a show? Why do they have to constantly...
I know. They need the catchy title.
Do we have to change Al Wets himself?
Now it's America Targeting Terror?
Yeah, that's one of the stations.
Huh.
That doesn't even make sense.
It all has to be alliteration or they can't use it. Or it's just worthless to these networks. 877-692-1027.
Rick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rick. What's up? Love the show.
Thanks.
Listen, you guys made a really interesting point earlier on in the show saying that we've helped 1 million countries, yet no one is really coming to our aid with the exception of the English. My question is, my comment is we have well over $1 billion in outstanding loans that these countries have not even begun to pay the interest on yet. We as a country have just waived off the debt. And now, when we need some support or some help, even just some, encouragement, we're not getting it from the European community. What's going on?
These European countries, I swear to God, I can't believe they're all not my cousins. I literally feel like they want, and then they can't even pick you up at the airport.
It's your cousin Jeremy on the phone.
Right.
The best part
How's
is...
he like that new car?
Best part is these guys don't realize that if it wasn't for the U.S., they'd all be speaking German today and eating sauerkraut every day.
Now I'm starving. You bring up the sauerkraut. I also heard Germany's not going to be with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, see you later, my man.
Take care, guys.
With this outstanding debt that he talked about, now's a good way to work some of it off. Take it back in trade.
Let me ask you this, though, Fuzzy. What do you need from Bush? Is there going to be a point where you can be satisfied with this, or no matter what happens, will you never be able to be satisfied?
It will be hard to be satisfied. It'll always seem like, short a nuke, that the punishment isn't enough.
If we nuked them, would you think that was too far?
That would make me really nervous. Nuking some part of this planet.
I go from time to time where, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do anything at all, but get this one guy to... Maybe we need to nuke every single country out there so we can sleep properly at night.
No, and everyone's been nuked.
We nuke everybody else, we build a dome over the place with a huge light that we keep on at night.
I'm in for the dome. I'll contribute to the dome fund.
And how can you tell kids to be that they're safe? You know what I mean? If you got a little kid, how many little kids you think are sleeping with their parents this week? And it'll take a long time to break that.
All of them. If I was in Florida, I'd be sleeping with my parents.
Well, you did sleep with your dad before when you were little, and that's what...
That was not for air.
That's a different show.
Yes. And we went over that with the authorities.
You're going to do that Anne Hayes show.
Doll.
That Anne Hayes show with Barbara Walters.
Call me Celestia Watley.
Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron, Celestia, how are you guys?
Yeah, we're cool.
Good.
That was
I
quick.
just wanted to say, I think line of the weekend goes to the president. This guy has a future in comedy later on.
Right.
Did you hear they were saying that they asked him what the possibility for a prolonged ground war would be? He goes, well, let's just put it this way. I'm not going to fire a $2 million rocket at a $10 tent that's more than likely empty and wind up hitting a camel in the ass.
He did say that today to the senators.
I thought that was hysterical.
And they're going, why not do the smart bomb types thing?
All right.
And he said,
another thing, guys, I was wondering.
Go ahead.
Maybe we could kill two problems.
Yeah.
Take all the prisoners of war we get from the Middle East and dump them out in the ocean in the summer so we keep the sharks off the shores?
It's a possibility.
There you go, guys.
See you later.
All right. Now, what was the quote again, Ronnie? Will you explain that to me?
All right, so they came. He brought in the senators and congressmen, or at least some of them, and said this is going to be a prolonged ground war. He goes, and they're going, what about the smart bombs and stuff? And he goes, I don't want to shoot a $2 million rocket at a $10 tent that's probably ended and end up empty, and I'm hitting a camel in the ass.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So, he's they're feeding him the one-liners. He's becoming lovable here. All right, Billy Staples wants to say. Billy Staples, of course, empties our
trash cans.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy Staples.
Hey, guys.
What is it that you want to say? Billy, of course, One of these guys, he carries a flag everywhere, and he's got his I Love New York shirt. You said you were going to wear that every day until the towers are born again?
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, why isn't everyone doing this? It annoys the heck out of me.
What annoys you? You said earlier you were upset.
Well, no. I mean, I'm doing all I can to show my support and do whatever's possible. And, you know, I got my I Love New York shirt. They're 3 for $10. All of New York should be out there wearing these things right now. Get one with the Trade Center. Get one that says New York City on it. You know, show some support. Yeah, everyone's got their American flags. But, hey, they bombed our city. You know, show some support for New York out there, too. Yeah, and I'm listening to, I heard that guy's quote about Bush, you know, that we're at war now. And the other day he says we're at war.
Right.
Well, where is it? I'm a little tired of this.
You're already upset with W. You're saying we should have already been at war by now?
It's been almost a week, okay? He comes out and tells the country we're at war. Let's do something. You know, show the American people it's not just words. Let's get out there and do something already. You know, just taking out this one guy, Bin Laden, is not going to be answer. One guy is not going to make up for the 5,000 dead people we have in our city right now.
Yeah, what will make up for it, Billy, in your opinion?
It's tough. Do I have an exact answer? No, but his little terrorist community goes into a hell of a lot more countries than just Afghanistan. You know, we got Syria, we got Jordan, we got Lebanon, Iran, Iraq. All these guys in one form or another have some kind of involvement with this guy as far as we know. Nobody should go unpunished for this. And it's time to act. It's not time for diplomacy, none of this crap. It's time to act and do something and show the American people that, you know what, you can't do this to us.
All right, but I understand that you're upset, Billy, but you don't know what the guy's going to do yet.
No, no one does, but you know what? Do something. Show us, show the world, show New York City, show the people in Washington, show the people who lost family members that, you know what, we're not going to talk. We're not going to wait. You know, give us something. I don't know. It's like we all woke up now, this whole country of ours, we woke up. I think it's great. People got flags, they're beeping, people are nicer to each other. But you know what? It doesn't take away from the fact of what they did, and we haven't done anything in retaliation yet.
And Billy hung the big flag in our office that you can see from West 57th Street.
And I can't stay there forever, Billy, because, you know, we got no view. Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Jim. Jim?
We lost Jim. Here's Matt. Matt wants to talk to Billy. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, do you guys understand that no country, the English couldn't do it, the Russians couldn't do it, successfully invade Afghanistan? There's nothing there. It's just caves and rocks. They hide in the caves. The English invaded. They got their butt handed.
When was England there? Like back in the colonial days, all that gimmick?
No, but also even with the Russians, the Soviets.
I know when the Russians were. I'm asking you when England was there.
When did England try this?
England, I think, was in the 40s or the 30s, tried doing. Yeah, they were fighting a different conventional war.
40s and 30s, we were fighting World War II in the 40s.
But the Russians, what I'm saying is the Russians.
No one's talking about the Russians. We all know about the Russians.
We're asking about this English that you brought up, this English invasion.
That, I'm not sure which year it was.
All right, so.
But you know the English did fight Afghanistan.
I have no idea about that. All right, you got a point there. It's a scary situation, Billy, because.
I think most likely what they're going to do is wind up attacking Syria and Iraq and Iran, countries that have something to lose. Afghanistan will never be invaded, never be attacked. The Russians dropped more bombs on them than they did during World War II.
All right, the only thing is the news is setting up like that's where we're going, Afghanistan.
I think they're doing it to appease everyone else. Like, I mean, something's got to be done, and they're not going to sit back and it's not going to placate America by just saying, hey, you know, we're going to wait and see. They need to think something's going to happen. This is America. Everyone wants something done yesterday.
I think you're missing one point, though, about the Russians. Most of their problem with the rebels who are in the mountains. The rebels are on our side right now. They've come out and said so. The problem we have...
you're talking crazy. You don't know anything about this situation.
Yeah, I do.
If you guys remember...
If we go walking in there, you ain't going to know one from the other.
So take them all out.
Well, you're saying the rebels are on our side.
The rebels are in the mountains. They're not in the major cities.
There is no major cities over there.
You guys also forgetting the U.S. funded Bin Laden to fight the Russians. And they couldn't get him. They couldn't get their hands on him.
Thanks a lot, Matt.
You know, that's in the past.
I thought Bin Laden was in the mountains.
Yeah.
You know, this is all in the past. Right now, we're dealing with right here and right now. All right? And this is, you know...
New York?
Yeah. Well, yeah, right here in New York. This is what happened. I was so angry over this weekend. I probably watched TV almost 24/7 around the clock. And the more I watched it, the more angry and pissed off I was getting. You know, showing all the things and all the people and actually what has happened to us as compared to, just the politics of the whole situation. To see people mourning, the angry, the hurt, and I was down there to see it. It affects you, and it affected me that I am so angry, and the more I see and the more I watch, the more angry I get.
And now you're just ready for obliteration.
We've had problems with the Middle East as long as I've been alive. It's a time to end this crap once and for all. Every year it's some other country, some other problem, some other situation. It's time to put an end to it. Let's redraw the map over there, for God's sake. Get rid of these damn countries that are always giving us trouble. Let's make a new planet. Not a planet, a new map.
Of the planet.
Thank you.
But why are you mad at Bush?
I'm not mad at Bush. I'm disappointed so far. Let me say that. I'm behind Bush 100% right now. Right now, Bush is our guy. Love him, hate him, or whatever. Bush is our guy. But do something. Let's take some action. Show us. I don't care if we blow up a tent. Blow up a tent. It'll make us happy.
All right, here's Nick. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
It will.
Hello?
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, this guy said that we're not doing anything. Does he understand that Wednesday we're sending U.S. Marine troops? Like, my best friend, her brother's going. He's not allowed to say where he's going or what, is going to happen. Does he know that we're actually doing something?
Well, Wednesday can't get here soon enough if that's the case for me personally.
They need to get guys out of the reserve. They're not standing at the bases ready.
Dude, we have active military. Our fighting force is not just made up of reserves.
We got to get them there.
Yes,
Billy.
but we have active military. It's just not the reserves that we're going to fight.
How you send them there, Pan Am?
Okay, the active military. The Marines' motto is if it absolutely needs to be done overnight. So they have to call all their U.S. Marines because that's what they send in first.
I thought that was Federal Express.
That they send in first. They're not going to send the stupid army in. Not stupid army, the army.
Yeah, now you're attacking
the army. Don't attack the army.
That's wrong.
I didn't mean to attack the army, but I'm just saying they need to send their elite forces in, and this guy doesn't understand. They're going Wednesday. They're going Wednesday to handle this.
Thank you very much, Nick.
No problem. Thanks.
See. Billy, it just seems like you're a little bit emotional here.
I really am, and I'm sorry. You call it unpolitically correct, call it whatever you want.
I'm not going to call it unpolitically correct.
But this is the way I feel, and this has grown on me. And as I had the sorrow, I had the grief, and all of a sudden this turned into
now
anger.
You're angry.
I'm very angry.
When did you hit the anger?
Over the weekend, when I was.
About what time?
Was there one thing that triggered it the most?
Probably just watching the nonstop coverage all weekend on the cable and seeing the people who have actually lost loved ones and re-seeing the actual attack of the planes over and over again.
Okay, but let me say something to you, Billy.
Sure.
We're sending our guys over there, Americans. Mm-hmm. We don't want to send them in half-ass. I don't want to get anybody else killed on our side.
Yeah, but when is it going to be full-assed, Ron? They may never have something that they are 100% comfortable with. We don't know where Bin Laden is. We don't know this. Come on. We have a multi-billion-dollar intelligence network in this country. We know enough.
We didn't know enough that they were going to do this thing before you go, bragging about that. We didn't know what we were doing the other day.
No, they didn't know it was coming. That doesn't take away what we do know in the past. I mean, we know, I don't know the name of his terrorist network, but we know it's in other countries.
Hold on.
Ron, let me put it in an analogy.
All right, hold on. People want to talk to you. All right, let me hear your analogy.
When you're taking a nap or you're sleeping and somebody wakes you up and you're not ready to wake up or something, how do you feel?
I'm a little grumpy.
A little angry. Well, you know what? They woke up America. They woke up this country. And you know what? We're a little grumpy. We're a little angry.
We were woken up before we were supposed to?
Here's the thing, Billy. Why would you think me being woken up from a nap would be a stronger metaphor than someone bombing my city while my children were at school?
Well, it seems
that's the metaphor right there.
You're just having a difficulty understanding what I'm saying.
I'm getting it 100%. But what I'm saying is this, Billy. We've got guys more highly trained than you out there on Long Island.
Right.
And I know you spent a lot of years writing parodies and stuff like that.
Come on, don't minimize.
I'm minimizing what you've done with your life, that's all. And I'm feeling like we got to leave it up to those guys.
Are you saying you would not like to tune in CNN right after the show and see the bombs blasting over the Middle East somewhere that our guys are dropping bombs somewhere?
I'd like to get that during
What I would like to get is this thing done properly. And believe it or not, you're not going to believe this. They're not calling me and asking me what we should do next.
They don't want to wake you up.
We've elected Bush. We've got military guys there. I'm a little nervous about the situation. I'm with you. I understand you being angry. I understand it 100%. I also know that there's boys over there that ain't coming back.
We gave this guy or this country 3 days to bring us Bin Laden. They bring us Bin Laden. Are you going to be happy with that? With one guy?
I don't know what could make me happy now. I'm going to probably be unhappy for a long time. They bombed my city.
Yeah.
So I don't know what could possibly happen at this point to ever make me happy again.
Well, these guys, I mean, they have this fundamental belief that they interpret this Quran any way they want to make it that this is justifiable. And it's like so absolutely ridiculous. And just the fact that we are going to sit here and say we're going to wait and do the right thing. No, let's just do something. God, I hate not... Every time I turn on the TV...
Who said we're not doing anything? Just calm it down,
Ron,
Billy.
I can't help
Billy,
it.
you got to calm down.
I can't calm down. Every time I look out...
Smoke. All right, hold on. Some people want to talk.
Don't make me laugh.
Some people want to talk here. Tags, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Tags, go ahead.
Billy, I completely understand what you're saying, but you got to look at it this way. What took place in New York took at least 3 to 5 years to plan. You know, they got to take some time to figure out how to do it and how to do it right. I mean, our Army is about precision today. It's not about just going in and knocking anybody down.
And keeping as many people safe as possible while they do it.
Exactly. We don't need to lose any more people.
No, Tags, I understand that aspect, but you know what? It's an emotional trigger for me right now. It's an emotional... Are we talking logically or are we talking emotionally? Right now, my emotions are saying, I want my pound of flesh. You know,
right. Now's the time you got to sit back and say, all right, I am emotional, but I got to wait until I am logical. And that's what they're doing.
Well, you know, there are other people, Tags, who can be the logical ones right now.
Right, and they're the ones running the military, Billy.
Exactly.
And that's why that if a general was screaming like a lunatic like you, we'd say, I don't know whether this guy is prepared.
You don't think that there are guys on the Joint Chiefs right now who are screaming?
I swear, I hope they're not acting like you. If there's a guy down there wearing a big I Heart New York T-shirt and wearing... It looks like one of those... Would you let me talk, Billy? One of those patriotic hats that Jerry Garcia would wear. One of those big, high Stars and Bars top hats.
Those crazy Uncle Sam hats?
Literally, they would take him out of the meeting, Billy.
Absolutely not, Ron. I'm hoping there's a guy like that down there. Because these are the guys... These guys
I won't sleep tonight.
Well, these guys have risen to the top of their respective branch of the services because of their beliefs in the service and that America should be defended at all costs. Right. They're not going to sit there and go, no, we should be passive and let's talk out. They're going to say, no, let's nuke these bastards right now.
All right, easily. I know that you don't have a lot of restraint. They literally have to staple your stomach together because you don't have much restraint. But I don't want you getting a heart attack over this thing. Trust in the system that we have here.
So, Billy, just so I can understand a little bit better, you, like right now, you'd like to see us, like, smart bombing Afghanistan from a distance until we're ready to move in with the actual plan?
No, not at all, Fez. I want to carpet bomb Afghanistan. None of this smart bombing stuff.
What's carpet?
I don't know what that means.
It just means layer upon layer upon layer of bombs. Just a whole city, lay like a piece of carpet of bombs down on it.
Well,
and these buttons in the studio right
place.
I wish these buttons right here were a button to...
Hold on.
Those are microphones, and don't touch those.
Yes, you'll be turning off things that you hate. Here's KC.
Ron and Fez, what's up?
Hey, KC.
Listen, a lot of guys already said what I wanted to say, but Billy has to understand that they're going to, to get away from all the tragedy and everything, they're going to use the excuse of what happened to end the war on terrorism and pretty much strike it throughout the world. After Bin Laden, we're going to start going after everybody else. That's why we're not negotiating with India, because a lot of these guys have Egyptian background. To start going after them.
India or Egypt?
After we get done with people in Afghanistan, there's other countries that are still doing this. So, I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to, be patient.
All right, thanks a lot, Casey.
Okay.
We do have to do whatever we're going to do properly. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm telling you, Billy, that I don't think that they can, I'm not comfortable with them attacking my city, blowing up the World Trade Center, and doing something. I'm not one of those people that had the candles out the other night that you were hugging and singing with.
No, come on, don't even start.
You turned peace-nicky.
I never turned peace-nicky. I mean, I was just down there. I was just reporting the scene. I admit I did get angrier since then.
Yeah.
And don't make light of my shirt. Everyone should be wearing these shirts.
Did I say anything about your shirt?
You guys wearing one. It's a show of support for everyone in this city. This city is coming.
Who loves New York more than I do?
Probably me right now.
Because you're wearing a shirt.
Yeah. Is that wrong to think that?
Billy, you're all emotional right now.
Ron, I am very emotional right now. And I've been this way all day.
I know you are.
I didn't even buy a hot dog from the back of the street.
God, what's up, boys?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
This guy's killing me. Please, staple your goddamn mouth shut. You don't even know what you're talking about. The president wanted your opinion. He calls you.
Dude, I'm just talking from my heart, okay?
Because you're wearing a stupid I Love New York shirt. That means that you love New York more than anybody else.
Stupid?
You're like those movie stars that wear the little red patch on their suits because they care more about people dying of AIDS than anybody else.
What does that have to do with anything?
What it has to do with it is you're saying to Ron and Fez, hey, you guys, where's your T-shirt? Because they're not wearing one, they don't care as much as you?
No, because they were making fun of mine. That's the only reason I said it.
Dude, you don't even know what you're talking about.
What do I not? What do I not know?
To strike right away. You're like a big idiot. What he's going to do is like everyone else has been trying to put into that.
What are you, one of these passive dove waving,
flag waves a dove?
Well, I didn't hear that.
He called you a dove wave, right? I think he's confused.
I'm a dove waver?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
You listen, man, I'm talking to you. I'm saying what I feel, okay? You can feel something different. That doesn't make it wrong.
You want a quick resolution. You sound like an idiot. A quick resolution.
Oh, I'm sorry for caring about my country and my city. So if that makes me an idiot, then I'm an idiot.
No, because you want a quick resolution. Let's go bomb a country and that'll make you feel better. Jack off.
Well, it would.
Bomb the hell out of everyone once they catch this.
Well, what is your big plan then? What are you going to do? Sit on your ass?
Billy,
jerk off.
We're not going to have plans.
Okay.
The president, the military chiefs of staff will have a plan.
Right.
Not us.
You fat bastard.
Oh, yeah, that's appropriate. Yeah.
All right, that's enough. Thank you, Tom. All right, Billy, here's the best email for you I could ever think of. Josh wrote this in, and it said, you should tell Sonny that he's going to get ambushed at the toll booth. Remember what happened when Sonny was leading with his emotions? Mm-hmm. And I understand being angry and hurt. We're all angry and hurt, Billy.
Do you think I'm the only one who feels like this, though? I mean, am I alone in my feelings of I want...
What did I just tell you? Every one of us feels empty from what happened.
We all want revenge, Billy.
But that doesn't mean
people that
it doesn't mean we start turning on each other. Turning on the president.
Well, I'm not. No. You misunderstood me. I'm not turning on Bush. I said Bush is my guy. I just wish right now that he would have done something already. That's what I'm saying. I want to see action. I don't want to hear talk. I don't want to hear rhetoric. I don't want to hear any more speeches.
But I don't understand what action you want to see by now.
You know what? Maybe you need to do, and I'm not kidding about this. Mm-hmm. I'm being serious as your friend. Maybe you better turn off the TV a little bit and just wait and hold on and wait. And I understand. I see your eyes tearing up. We've all been there. We've all been crushed. We've all been furious. We've all been through all these emotions. We're not back to normal yet.
No.
All right?
And we're not going to be back to normal for quite some... Ron, what is going to be the new normal? Life as we know it has changed as of last Tuesday.
Life has changed, but you've been wearing the same shirt now.
I bought 3 of them.
Oh, did you?
Different ones.
I didn't know that. And that was part of the thing getting me nervous.
No, I bought 3
All right, let me take some other calls, all right, Billy?
Okay.
And I want to get back to you, and you're our friend. I'm not saying that you're not our friend. I'm not saying that you're not right to feel all these emotions.
I just don't want to come like people think I'm a blithering idiot because I'm emotional and I feel this way about our country and our city. I mean, it's not the way it is at all. I mean, I
understand you're upset. Have you written any songs about it?
No.
Okay. Maybe that's an outlet for you.
No, I feel that would minimize it, and I wouldn't do that.
I was just trying to keep you busy.
No.
I wasn't saying we'd play them.
That's a good idea.
I wasn't saying at all that we'd play them, but I thought I'd get you in the other room writing songs down.
877-692-1027 is a very upset Billy Staples tonight.
Gary, you're on the Fez.
Fez, how you doing?
Hi, buddy.
I'm going to try to keep real calm here, but what this guy doesn't seem to understand, he's talking about the interpretation of the Quran.
Yeah.
And I was raised in a fundamentalist Christian household, which was basically the equivalent of this kind of fundamentalist thought. And the things he's talking about is the equivalent of what they did in downtown Manhattan last week. And we really need to be calm and not continue to perpetrate fundamentalist thought in general. And it's really scary what this guy's saying.
What would you want to happen, Gary?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying, I just got back last night from Florida. I'm just trying to get back into my life,
Where were you in Florida?
I was visiting my grandparents above Tampa.
So this must have freaked you out to see your town on television like that.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, did you fly home or did you drive home?
No, I flew home last night.
What was the security like?
It was pretty intense, but I had lived in Israel for 6 months, so I was used to it.
Oh, I see.
But when we touched ground, everyone erupted into applause, you know?
Yeah, I bet.
It was amazing.
Were you looking around the plane going, anybody here look like they could hijack?
Oh, hell yeah, but then I realized I looked kind of like a bad guy.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Now everybody's going to want to shave and everything before they go. You don't want to look like anybody that would show up on those newspaper shots of those guys.
Yeah, I have like one of those Abe Lincoln beards, and I wanted to shave it off.
Were people looking at you, Gary?
Yeah.
If I see a guy bitching at the stewardess that he wants his third beer on his short flight, I'm going to stab him in the ear with a pencil. I'm going to be that ready to take somebody out up there. The Freedom Medal, I think Dan from Hoboken sent us. That's what they are
going up.
Right.
And I noticed that the firemen in New York, I guess from Ladder 6 at least, they have their last names on the backs of their jackets.
Yeah.
And I remembered one. His last name was Fisher. And I remember that because of the skis, like Fisher skis.
Right.
And I was going home today. It was my first day back. We're over in Jersey trying to get them set up at the Port Authority now. Their computers are going to be coming pretty soon, so we got a lot of work to do. And I noticed his name on the front page, and I just wanted to say, thanks a lot. And when I got down to Hoboken to take my train back home, I bought a big American flag pin to put over my Canadian flag that I have on my jacket, just because, that guy freaking saved my life, and he's an American, he's a hero. And even though I'm Canadian and I love Canada, I mean, this country is pulling together, and you got to be proud of yourselves. All the flags out, it's just making me feel real good.
Chris, I'm glad you made it out of there, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep up the good work. You guys are helping my wife out a ton.
All right, thanks.
Take care,
Chris.
See ya.
877-692-1027.
There is a Fisher listed in the heroes list. In the newspaper, in the New York Post.
That has to be, an amazing situation, Fezzi, and seeing the mayor with that mass promotion because we lost so many of the heads.
That was amazing.
So, Billy, we're saying we understand where your head's at here. We just want to be, we also have a job here to kind of keep it a little bit cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're upset. You don't have to say anything.
No, I know.
You don't have to say anything at all.
I'm not going to apologize for my feelings.
No one asked you to.
No, I'm just saying I'm talking to the other people out there, too. I cannot help the way I feel. And just hearing all these individual stories just makes it even worse.
I know. I know that, buddy. All right, here's Jennifer. Jennifer, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, honey.
I just want to say you guys get me home from school every night. I go to school in Montclair, and you're my ride home.
Is that us?
Yes,
we're late picking you up. I'm sorry.
You guys are keeping me up on my ride home.
I'd love to give you a ride home.
You mean sexual.
All right, Fez, you don't point out that.
I'm actually calling in.
That way can't giggle at it properly.
Hello.
Go ahead, honey.
I'm actually calling in just to tell Billy, I totally agree with what you're saying, and you have no reason to apologize for your feelings. But the one thing I think people need to understand that this does become extremely consuming. You see it on the news every day. You hear it on the radio. And, I mean, you guys are keeping us informed, but it tends to become somewhat of an obsession for people. And
I understand.
And it drives their emotion. And I think you need to, continue with your New York pride and your American pride because God knows, at heart everyone is a New Yorker right now. But you need to understand that you got to go into another room. You got to do things that are going to keep you, for lack of a better word, sane.
Right.
Because if you keep paying attention to this and that's all you're doing, you're going to feel worse. And as the days go by, you're going to feel like nothing's happening.
Thank you so much, honey.
It is so difficult to do that, to make yourself do that.
Now, Billy, we sat down and talked about what could we personally do about helping out. And, we did everything we could with Hard Rock Johnny when that's the situation. Now we're in the next step. Now, and, for me personally, and I might be wrong here, but I think that we should put our show's focus on New York, rebuilding that area, and getting people to come into the city. That's something that we could do to help. And to let, George W. do his job, let the military do their job. And that's where, we're at right now.
Okay, that's great for you guys, but if it's all right with you, I'm going to continue to be angry behind the scenes. I mean, if that's the way it's going to be, if that's what you want to send out to the rest of New York, and that's fine. You know what? I'll sit in the office, I'll be at the phones, but if I'm going to continue to be angry until I don't know when. You know, I don't know what's going to make me happy. I don't know whether my pound of flesh will ever be satisfied, and that's just the way I feel right now. And I thank that woman for calling because God bless her, because I'm glad to know that I'm not alone. I mean, my feelings will not be happy unless we just bomb all these bastards out there, you know, and make them all pay for what they did to us, our city, and our country.
I know.
They should pay tenfold for what they did. Sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
You don't have to be sorry
I'm
at all.
just getting all worked up, that's all.
I know. Billy, it's not like any of us don't feel like you from time to time.
And we're all furious, Billy. We all want to see the efforts that did this pay for it.
We haven't even checked with Al Dukes tonight. Albert, come in here.
I'm going to go have that cigarette now.
No, I want you to stay in here because I worry about you. No, you heard what Billy was saying. We all feel the same way.
Right.
I'm sure we all have gone through this a million times. You know, you're either extra sad or you're furious as Billy is right now.
And the mayor asked, everyone in New York to get back to work and do what they do, and it's hard to. It's hard to get started again.
Yes, it is.
Where's your head right now?
Well, I mean, I would like to see something, come of this so they pay the price for what they did, but I want to make sure that, the president has his plan laid out and that there's not going to be any mistakes, and then once his plan is in place, then let's go ahead and do what we have to do.
So you're willing to wait for the president?
Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that, we have a set plan in place before we do anything. I don't want to just go over
How long before you found yourself getting, like Billy? How long would it take you?
Well, I'm certainly not at where Billy is. He seems very upset. But, I just don't want him to make any mistakes.
Billy?
No, the president.
All right, here's Nick. Nick, you're on Fez.
Hi, Nick.
I want to introduce to all you listeners to the art of war. It says the old smart warrior sits out and waits to expose the battlefield. Surround the enemy 10 to 1. Fight them 2 at a time. Also, cut off your enemy's resources. This will defeat your enemy. This is written by Sun Tzu, a 2,000-year-old warrior. The military uses this strategy. All the generals are aware of him. You could buy the book from Barnes & Noble.
All right, everybody in the 80s read Art of War.
I think Amway uses it, too.
Yeah, right. No matter who it is, it's supposed to be for someone. All right, so, Nick, hold on, Nick. So you're very familiar with this book, right?
Yes.
What would be the best way using this now with what we're after right now?
First we got to make sure that he starts to make a move. It says never attack an army. Wait till the army has crossed the battlefield halfway. Then strike him with full vengeance. He's a sitting duck.
All right, so in other words, Billy, you don't want to go running into this situation.
You want that will kill you. That will defeat you. You got to sit and wait.
Does it say? Does it? I'm sorry. Does it say anything when you have no doubt whatsoever in your mind that you can overpower the enemy? What do you do then? He says wait for the attack. What happened? What do you call last Tuesday?
Oh, but you don't want to.
What are we waiting for? Another one? I guarantee there are more of them out there waiting to do something else.
No. I'm not saying wait for them to do something else. I'm saying watch what they're doing right now.
They're hiding.
Don't just sit and react. You're going to lose that way.
They are hiding like a bunch of little pussies in their little holes.
We've got to find out where their sources
What
are.
did the president say? He's going to smoke them out of their holes, right?
Mm-hmm. So where's the smoke? Let's do it.
I'm in here.
He wants to rush this thing, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't rush. If you rush, you will lose.
He's Sonny Corleone right now.
All right, Nick, thank you for the call.
Take care, bye.
8-7.
Technical only.
But remember that? They never knew where it was coming from in those days.
No.
That's what he's telling you. Here's Jane. Jane, you're on Run Fez.
Hi, Jane.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening. I'm just calling to say we're all behind America. Well, certainly England is. I don't know about the rest of Europe, but they're all probably cowards as usual.
Yeah.
But I'm just calling to say I know a little bit about terrorism too, because I used to have that in my own country with the IRA.
Right.
And a lot of that was funded from America. I would like to know what your listeners have to say about that.
You want to make?
And now we're going to be helping you, right?
Who asked you to, honey? Did I ask you to?
Well, yes.
You want an Irishman coming over there tonight? You want an Irishman coming over there tonight, putting a boot in your ass?
Bush did ask us, didn't he?
I'm asking you.
World.
Where are you right now?
Excuse me?
I'm only kidding you, honey. I'm just kidding you. I understand. We're not going to talk about
No, it's not very nice to live with terrorism.
Jane, we're not going to talk about the IRA tonight, okay?
No, but I'm just trying to put a point to you.
I'm telling you, we're not going to have that point. Right now, all we can focus on is one enemy. All right?
The terrorists that bombed New York and Washington.
Yes, and it's absolutely dreadful.
Right, and one time you people...
feeling just like you are.
Right, but one time...
we're saying we know how that feels, too.
Hey, one time you came over here and burned our White House. I'm not bringing that up to you, all right?
Oh,
now,
boy.
the government did not support the IRA. Maybe there were Irish Americans.
No, I didn't say the government did.
Irish Americans have.
American people.
There are people that, there's people over here that believe that you're occupying Ireland. I'm not going to get into that debate.
No, we are.
I got.
It's Irish. It's the Northern Ireland people, not the English, not innocent English people.
Innocent English people are the ones occupying Northern Ireland.
No, they're not. They're Irish.
Who? Whose army is there?
Excuse me?
Whose army is in Northern Ireland?
Well, our taxpayers pay for that, for the police to protect the Irish.
They're not the police. That's the army driving up and down the streets. And I'm not going to debate it, Jane. It's not that kind of show, all right?
No, I'm not saying it is, but I'm just trying to put a point to you that we understand what you're going through because we've had it in our country.
You're why a lot of English guys turn gay. I couldn't come home to this.
Well, I'm just saying we'll be behind you as usual.
I don't want an English guy behind
us. You're very far behind us,
and we're
as
not
usual.
like the cowards like the French and the Italians.
All right.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jane.
Oh, what a neck ache I get from these English women. Billy, literally, I'd rather put you in a wig than have her come in here.
It'd be prettier.
I'd be happier. And almost has better teeth.
Almost.
At least more. Because, I'm getting a headache from this. Suddenly they're turning us into a political show. What did we ever... you and I said we wanted to do the rest of our life? Dick jokes.
Right.
That's what our plan is. That was on our resume.
Yes.
That's all we've ever wanted to do. And look what's happened to us.
They're not high, but we do have aspirations.
Yes, it's the only thing we're good at. Now people are asking me about Northern Ireland. In the middle of the night.
877-692-1027.
Hey, Al, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing? I just want to let Billy know one thing.
Yeah.
I'm a United States Marine. I am so proud of this country, and every time I walk by the streets and I hear people cheering and pat me on the back, it gives me pride to know I've enlisted to fight for the freedom of this country. And, Billy, I want you to know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have been activated, and Wednesday a lot of us are going to get shipped over. We are moving a little bit faster than we are in Desert Storm, so keep that in mind. And I promise you one thing. I promise you, just the way we took those guys out in 4 days, I guarantee you it will not take that long this time around. You know why? Because we will not leave one of those, effers left standing. Because I promise you, as a Marine, believe me, we will not leave one of those guys standing for what they did to our people, to our freedom, to this country.
God bless you,
I promise you that, Billy. I promise you.
Al?
Yes.
Good luck to you. God bless. All right, my friend?
Take care, Al.
Billy, don't
Be
worry.
careful.
I'm not worried.
We're going to get him, baby. Wednesday, we're going to get him.
You get him.
Semper Fi, my friend.
Get one from me.
Do or die, baby. Do or die.
Billy, does that make you feel better?
Yeah, it actually does a little bit.
And I'll tell you something, Billy. Please never yell at a guy who's going overseas, do it for me. That made me more uncomfortable than anything I've ever heard in my life.
Well, he said he was going to get one from me, so I just agreed with him. Look,
Billy, you said get them from me. Like, win this war from me.
On a personal note. It was a personal note.
I know, but I'm just trying to...
You know, I don't want to do the same thing we did with the Gulf War with Iraq. You know, we push them back to the border and then say, okay, close up tents, we're going home and leave Hussein in power. Oh, yeah, that's been a real good move for us over the past few years.
Billy, I adore you, but I hate to think that you're what we're fighting for.
He thinks he's the Betty Grable of this war, and that they're going to put pictures of him.
I don't know.
Pin-ups.
Come on, I'm not going to be a pin-up in anybody's bunker room, for God's sake.
Finally, you're talking sense. 877-692-1027.
Here's George. George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, George.
How you doing?
What can we do for you tonight, George?
I spent about 6-7 months in Afghanistan back in the 70s. And, you know, what he's talking about, everyone's frustrated. They want to hit it now, but that country is half mountain, half desert. You can bomb it 24 hours, and this guy Bin Laden will brush off the dust off his turban coming out of a cave.
Because he's a cockroach.
Yeah, but you can't attack it the same way, you know? Hannibal went through there, Alexander the Great. It's just a tough country to do. There's a lot of pro-Western Afghanis.
All right. Thanks a lot, George.
Hey, George.
He knows everything. Hey, Fezzy, look who's on the line here. It's Anthony from O&A.
Cool.
Hey, Ant, what's up, buddy?
Oh, my God. You know something, guys?
What's that?
If the security around this country was good as your phone security is, nothing would have happened. Who's the jack tool you got screening phones?
Who is doing phones over there? Come on, Ant.
We've had to pull 3 different guys off the phones tonight, Ant, so I don't know which one did it.
It's Hawk. What were you doing, Hawk?
Hawk.
No,
Get this. I'm trying to call you guys.
Yeah.
And I have the hotline number. I'm privy to that because I worked there.
Right.
Sure.
3 different times I call. He's telling me, don't tie up this line. I'm trying to tell him.
Are you kidding
hey,
me?
I worked there.
No.
And he gives me the listener line number, which is always busy because you guys, you know, you get a lot of calls. Hey, he wouldn't put me through.
Haven't you?
No, it didn't sound like him.
Oh, haven't you heard the?
Sound like? Man.
Haven't you heard the promos powered by Opie and Hawk?
Now, if I knew it was him, I would have put him right through it. It honestly didn't sound like him.
And let me tell you something, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
You better watch out who has your hotline number. Call Snotty as a son of a bitch.
Oh, is that right?
He was being snotty.
Don't be
condescending.
Sometimes listeners get the hotline number and they think they could just get through, and I didn't realize it.
How would they get the hotline
That's
number?
what I don't know, but sometimes they do.
You know, Ant, seriously, I was just getting ready to say, who the hell keeps calling the hotline?
It was me.
Maybe he's too busy hitting your foosball machine with a hammer.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
All right, Ann, I apologize. What do you want to talk about?
Well, first of all, listening to Al Duke's take on what the president should do, fascinating.
Right.
Just fascinating. I sure hope the president takes his opinion into consideration.
Right, yeah. That's why I'm with all these guys.
A&E's doing a special on him. Great military minds.
Yeah, great. And secondly, in the light of the tragedy, we put this off for a week or so, but he better fix that foosball table.
I understand.
This is our sanity during the show now. We listen to the calls, we listen to everything, and then during the commercials we play some foosball.
Right.
The thing is so at a level now that you can't even put the ball in one place. Tomorrow when we come in, I really need that ball not to move on that table, and it's his responsibility.
It is.
What the hell are you waiting for, Al?
It's now like trying to play foosball on the countryside of Afghanistan. The way it just rolls around.
Now,
it's exactly what it's like, yes.
I see this on the instant feedback. Hawk is siding with Al Dukes in the great foosball table war.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, take sides now.
Now, the 2 legs of the foosball table closest to the studio door need to be raised up a bit. I want that done. Chop, chop.
Seriously, fix the damn table. How long has it been now? 2 weeks?
Yeah, you've had well over a week.
Oh, but then when the bombing hit, everything kind of got crazy around here.
Don't blame that foosball table being broken on the bombing.
Oh, my God. Now he's like Pat Robertson and Jerry Falwell. He's blaming other stuff.
Others, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Pagans and homos are keeping him from fixing the foosball.
Foosball table.
Well, I'll tell you what, homos did break it in the first place.
How's everything going with you, Ann? Are you okay through this nightmare?
Yeah, you know, it's like Billy. You just get pissed off and stay that way, but
he's furious.
What are you going to do, you know?
And he won't take off his I Love New York t-shirt, and I guess he shouldn't.
And his big red, white, and blue cat in the hat hat.
Yeah.
How does that help? I don't know. And plus now he's got this huge, and I hate to say it, dirty flag up in our window.
Really?
And I can't get sunlight in our office window.
You don't come until night anyway.
Well, Billy, you crossed the line here, my friend. Never. You might as well rip up your paycheck. You start telling me what time I'm coming in here. That's a huge mistake.
It's sunlight.
I go through...
It's sunlight.
Can I tell you, I go through producers the way other people go through Tic Tacs.
I think the flag should stay, Ron.
Yeah, I think you'll be screaming at it from your house. You cross the line with me. Anyway, Ant.
Yeah, well, Al Dukes has had enough time. Now it's...
Al, he's
fix
giving you
the foosball table.
He's giving you the same amount of time Afghanistan's happened.
That's
Fix
it. Yeah, exactly.
the foosball table.
Or else he will feel the wrath.
And why did you break it anyway?
I don't recall doing it. I was
now he doesn't recall doing it.
Now you don't remember breaking someone's
I don't remember doing
personal belongings.
Alcoholic blackouts.
Right.
I did have a blackout.
And I'm sorry, Dr. David Banner can't remember what happens when he turns into the
Someone
Hulk.
must have made him angry.
He woke up in tattered clothes, and that's all he knows.
Did you hit your knuckles with the lug wrench changing that tire? Like he did at the beginning? Remember that set of
That made him so angry.
His eyes turned green and he flipped the foosball table
Al,
over.
if you won't fix it, why don't you get your boyfriend Randy to give it a look?
I think that's what happened is
what?
That Randy thing. Someone said I kissed a guy, I got angry, and
Someone said.
That must have been it.
Around.
Great. He goes into a alcohol blackout, but first he has to do some fag bashing.
Right.
That's cute. That's great.
And I noticed that was an hour and a half after whatever your makeout scene was, before you decided to break up the foosball.
Maybe that's when I realized.
Somebody said when Randy wouldn't go home with you is when you broke it.
Maybe those little foosball guys reminded him of Randy. Is that it?
No, that wasn't it.
What are you waiting for?
I was just waiting for...
Maybe Anthony isn't man enough for you to, fix his table.
I'm the nice guy, remember?
Yeah. Right.
No, it just seemed like it wasn't as big a deal after this whole thing happened, but I'm going to get it fixed.
How is it not a big deal?
I'm not weighing it as opposed to this tragedy. It's not about that. It's just about, you said you were going to do something about it.
You said you were going to
fix it. You
fix
had the little time, and now I think giving you the same amount of time as the Afghanis to turn over bin Laden is a good idea.
A bombing doesn't keep us from our responsibilities.
Right, it just seemed strange if a guy was up here fixing it with all that other stuff going on. It just
would make everybody a little uncomfortable.
How?
A little stress-free.
I just thought then people would say, oh, look, he doesn't care about the disaster. He's more
right, because
concerned.
maybe people really needed their foosball tables repaired around the bomb site.
The way New York turned out,
devastation.
the way New York turned out for the donations, you kind of had 10 foosball tables up here.
Right.
And then
it's something that keeps us sane during the show.
It is true.
And then
there you go.
I don't know if you want it replaced or fixed.
Level the goddamn thing. Let's see how it works. Turn a couple of bolts on the legs. Make it so the ball doesn't roll into the opposing goal without hitting it.
Why is he worrying about it when it's your responsibility?
Because
why are you coming back to him and saying, what do you want he wants it fixed.
I know he wants it fixed, but I thought if I got another one up here, then they would be angry that
oh, great.
that was the one they really
bring
wanted.
Up one of those that you get at Toys R Us with the little aluminum legs.
I don't want one of those.
You're an embarrassment to this show.
Table.
You're an embarrassment to this show, Al.
Just level the goddamn thing.
I just want to make sure I have permission to fix it because it's yours.
Permission from who?
No, don't bring out your little toolbox and saws and hammers. You take a wrench, you level the legs so the ball doesn't roll when it's just sitting on the table. That's all you got to do. And then try to refrain from kicking it over in some alcohol-induced homoerotic moment.
Oh, that's going to be the hard part.
It was homoerotic rage.
I've heard of road rage.
Yeah. All right, hey, I'm finally home. I could leave my vehicle.
Oh, nice.
All right, buddy, thanks.
2.5 hours, great.
Did it really take you that long?
Oh, does anyone else on the staff want to piss off Anthony before he goes? Hawk?
Billy, you in for anything?
Al?
I'm livid.
No, Anthony and I seem to be almost on the same page. I'm staying with it.
Oh, you want the foosball table fixed?
He's going to hold, Fezzy.
And that's a great call screen you got there.
Yeah, we're proud of ourselves. All right, thanks,
all right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, pal.
Thanks, Anthony.
Can I please, for 5 minutes,
Lord,
if it's not a problem, get along with the other shows?
There's not a moment's rest. If you're not doing something to piss off the sports guys, You're attacking the personal property of Anthony.
You know what? Do anything you want to the sports guys. I don't care. Why not just let O&A alone?
It goes down the line.
And Hawk, I can't even look at you. You completely... You know, when you came in during the war, when all these other bums wouldn't make it?
When he walked over the Queensboro Bridge?
Yeah. When, Rory was home under his dad's judicial robes.
Oh, yeah, he was in a solid gold bomb shelter.
Friday Fry couldn't make it in.
Hawk, you have...
Al Dukes staying in Jersey, watching, listening to his old Bon Jovi records.
Hawk, you went right to the head of the class. And now look what happened. Please be more considerate. And don't anyone answer the phone snotty. That's the worst thing ever.
What is that about anyway?
Don't anyone do that. That's horrible to do to people. 877-692-1027.
What are you waiting for, Al? Tell me the truth.
I know. What are you going to do about this table, man?
Honestly, there was two things. I wanted to make sure I had permission to fix his, because it's his table.
Why not ask him now that it's been 2 weeks?
Well, I was just waiting for the proper time, and they just didn't seem like it's the right time.
Al, I know that the country got attacked, and it's a horrible thing, but you've had a week to get this done, and here's the thing. While everyone was preoccupied with the bombings, not that they're still not, but you could have had that thing fixed, and it would have been great for everybody who spent, marathon amounts of time on the air.
Here's another thing. We got bombed, right? Does that mean you don't pay your rent, your car bill?
No.
No, you still owe your debts, right?
Yes, I do.
We still have our responsibilities.
You're driving me crazy, Al. 877-692-1027. Hey, Malik, you're on Fez.
Hey, Malik.
Fez, what's up, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
Yo, you know what? I called a while ago to ask you guys what was Al Duke's problem when he was going with his friend to the Niagara Falls.
Oh, on the couple's weekend without a couple?
Yeah. Now, I'm definitely for sure convinced Al is a pussy. What is his problem? How does he let these guys talk to him on the air like this? Get some balls, Al, and be a man. That's it, yo. Fellas, have a good night.
Thank you, Malik.
Peace.
You don't want to say anything back to him?
No, I mean, I know he's upset.
But see, that would be the time that you're supposed to talk back to somebody.
Right.
You just proved his point.
And he was sitting in traffic and probably angry.
I don't want you to understand, everybody. I want you to fix the foosball table. I want you to fix the foosball table.
Just please fix it. Level the legs, the plane surface,
whatever's going on between you and Randy, I don't want it happening in here.
I don't know what that is.
Keep that at home.
We find out how Assman made out with his operation today?
No, I've been calling over there, and the hospital lines, understandably, are very busy, and they haven't rung through yet.
You can't get through the hospital?
No.
Okay.
All right, I lost one of my kids, actually. Lost a phone this week. Like a little cell phone. So I call the place, I say, I want to get the cell phone replaced. And the place, I don't want to give out its name or anything. They say, yeah, you got to go down and make a police report first.
What?
I go, I am not going to go bother the police during this week about a cell phone when these guys are working 24-hour duties protecting us from terrorists.
You got to report a cell phone stolen?
Yeah. I don't know why.
That sounds crazy.
So they're like, well, I go, yeah, then I'm going to start calling them back every day. Excuse me, any leads on that cell phone? Well, we're a little busy, sir.
Yeah, anything new on the case?
The World Trade Center got knocked down, but we've got 18 guys on your cell phone.
And some cell phone sniffing dogs.
Yeah. What are we, DNA testing in the kid's book bag to see if we can find out who snatched the cell phone out of there?
Now, that makes it seem like if you lose anything in your life, you have to go to the police. How is a cell phone any different from if you lost a CD?
I don't know.
You would just go replace the CD.
I don't know what the deal is, because they give you these cell phones for next to nothing now.
Right, yeah.
There's you give them a couple of bucks, then they rebate that much, then they give you all this free time. I don't know how they're making money on cell phones. I honestly don't get it for a second.
Yeah, it's all the service. The phones are free.
Yeah, the phones are free, but then they give you like 3,000 free minutes a month.
Right.
And
yeah.
I'm like, how the hell are you getting paid? For this, who cares? You should just have throwaway cell phones, and everybody can just pick them up wherever they want them.
Just baskets of cell phones on every street corner. Help yourself.
Hey, Danny. Danny, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, guys. I got a little problem with retaliation here. I have this song from Bad Religion. It's called Fertile Crescent. I'll play you the verse of it.
Yeah, hold on. I want you to do it on hold, okay?
That's not hold, Ronnie. That's hang up.
Whatever. I don't think a Bad Religion song is going to get me more focused on what's happening with the war.
877-692-1027.
All right, let me take a break. Al, go out and look at that foosball table, okay?
All right, go study it and see what needs to be done.
I'm not handy with that sort of stuff.
The way it breaks, the way it's
Shut up,
broken.
Al. You're driving me nuts.
You drop the ball in there, it immediately rolls into a goal.
I know, and everyone's bitching about it. And here's what's making Ant upset. It's his table. So he brings in this table, and here's everyone complaining. It's like if you got if you're having a pool party, and there's too much chlorine, you spent all this money on a pool, but people going, man, my eyes are itching. I don't like this pool. That's what he's feeling right now. Hey, Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Phil.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I just wanted to contribute $25 to the Foosball Table Relief Fund.
We're done taking any kind of relief.
Please keep your donations until they're further needed.
What Al needs right now is a rope and chairs so he can hang himself.
Al, have you decided at this point what you're going to try to do? Fix it or replace it?
It sounds like he wants it fixed, so I'm going to fix it.
How are you going to fix it?
I'll have someone who knows how to do that.
All right, Al, here's another thing. How come Fez and I never have anything to drink? Was it Planet Java's? Was it juices?
The O-to-goes?
I'll have to talk to sales.
But how long have I been asking you that?
A couple weeks.
Why won't you do it then?
We have that big refrigerator now, and the only thing in it is 2 Sam Adams.
Here's another situation. I said to you tonight, don't let Jeremy leave without talking to me. Did I not?
Yes, you did.
Now, I said that as I go on the air.
Right.
When did you tell him I needed to talk to him? It was important.
I didn't see him. I didn't go look for him.
Why?
I forgot.
Albert.
877-692-1027. Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez.
You're scaring me. Stop it.
102.7 WNEW.
Well, we got Billy Staples out of control. We got the rest of the staff making the O&A show furious. Things seem to be getting back to normal, Ronnie.
Yeah.
We're Ron and Fez.
877-692-1027. Turn this song off right now, Al. We don't need this kind of peacenik song. You're trying to turn this into the 60s. It's not the 60s. It's a whole different thing.
I wasn't sure, that it meant that.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
Do you think we need that in our life right now, or do you think we need, like, some kind of attack song?
I guess attack.
I guess. He doesn't know. You know, it's like I got one guy a hippie, Al Duke's the hippie, and then I got the hawk outside. Not the real hawk. Billy Staples is ready to bomb up everybody. He's ready to bomb Canada over the situation. Hey, Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Nick. How are you? I just want to make sure that everybody sticks together. We won't repeat the same mistakes that we made in Vietnam. Those hippie days are over. We got to stay strong. We got to stay unified. No matter how long the battle is, we got to stick together. We just can't give up on this. We got to go after this guy no matter how long it takes. We got to stick together. That's the way we will win this. We got to tear the enemy apart on their point of view. We got to bring confusion amongst them, make them disagree on things, tear them apart from the inside. Now, there's also violence going on in the streets. I wish that people would just stop that because this just justifies their cause, okay? If you guys want to hit them, don't do that, okay? You could boycott their businesses. This is how you confuse the enemy. Make them turn on themselves, okay? The guys who are not bombers and are Iraqi will lose business, okay? This is what we got to focus on. We can't just become as bad as they are. Just because they blew up the buildings, we can't start shooting their people on the streets. I know there's things like that going on right now. All right.
We got to stick together. That means one of us breaks a foosball table, we fix it, like gentlemen.
All right?
We don't make Ant call here.
Looking to see when his foosball table's getting fixed. That's embarrassing.
All right, and Billy, get in here. We're sticking together at all times.
Staples, now!
We're sticking together. That means you don't attack me and Fez for not wearing I Heart New York shirts, okay?
Okay.
We're one team.
Fair enough.
3 letters, one team. What are we? USA.
USA.
All right?
USA.
And you got to remember here, it's not just you and I talking. We're in the media.
Mm-hmm.
There's no me in media.
Yes, there is, Ronnie. It starts with me.
Oh.
I mean,
the first 2 letters.
Yeah. He's right.
You know, because, Billy, here's the thing. People made this mistake last week when they were calling in. People would call in and say, hey, what's this person or what's this group doing about this?
Yeah.
And then it turns out, well, you don't know who's doing what. You know, who's showing grief in their way and who's donating in their way.
We're going to all stick together.
Even though, you know, we don't all have I Heart New York T-shirts, it doesn't mean we're not all doing something.
But we all could.
All right, Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing? I just want to put a light on this whole tragedy over there. I had a brother-in-law that was up on the 110th floor.
Yeah.
They did locate him. We found him last night up at the University Hospital in Newark. He is in pretty bad shape, but he is at least alive. I just want to let everybody know we got to keep faith and keep hope, and we'll pull it through because.
All right, Don, I guess he's been there. He's been there since the beginning. You guys just couldn't find him.
Yeah, he was up on the 110th floor.
I didn't know anybody that was up that high ever got out.
Yeah, he made it. He's one of the few.
All right.
Don, thank you so much.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep the hope alive.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Don.
And God bless these firefighters and these, police officers and everybody who's involved in this.
It's amazing what these guys have done. Thank you so much. It literally is maybe some of the brightest moments in the history of this country. Here's Carl. Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Carl.
Hello.
Yeah. Turn your radio down, Carl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that hung up on Anthony should have told you that.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk.
I'm on my cell phone, so I don't know if I'm coming through.
You're coming through.
All right, good. No, I agree with Billy. I listen to you guys all the time. I think you're great. But I agree with Billy in the fact that we got to do something because the longer we wait, the less we can do. And the longer we wait, the more improper something we do is. It's sort of like if Billy reaches out and aggresses against me and smacks me, if I smack him right back, okay, I have good reason. If I wait 4 weeks and then come up to Billy and smack him in the head, they're going to say, oh, what I did was wrong.
No, you know
I
what?
think you're justified.
Now, and here's the thing. There was never a guy who maybe whipped your ass in junior high school that you saw years later. You didn't end up whacking him in the side of the head. That's always the sweetest punch you've ever had in your life. Thank you, Carl. All right, peace. Here's Rory. I guess he's calling from the other room. Rory,
what's he doing? He can walk here.
Rory, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted to say that I agree with Billy to a certain extent. The difference is how some of us are expressing ourselves about it. My cousin is missing from the Trade Center. He was on the 103rd floor. My mom worked on Broadway. She was in the middle of the whole cloud and everything else that was involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
My other cousin is a Marine captain who's stationed in Japan for the last 2 months. So he's right in the middle of everything that's going to happen. And what I really wanted to say was, we got to do something, and we're going to do something. You just got to be patient about it because we're not going to rush in and make it another Vietnam. We're going to be smart about it, and we're going to make sure that we end this once and for all. And that's really all we have to do. Is just take care of business, end it all, and get it over with. We're the biggest, most powerful nation in the world, and we know that. It's just that everybody else sometimes forgets that, and we need to flex our muscle a little bit this time. And we're going to do it. You listen to Bush's statements, you listen to everybody else's statements. They're not saying this just to appease us. They're going to do it. Then they're just trying to tell us, look, it's going to take time. It's going to be a long, thought-out thing. We just take our time, and we're going to get it done. And this is going to be obliterated, and nobody will ever mess with the USA on our soil again.
Thank you very much, Roy. I'm sorry about your losses, buddy.
We're going to end it.
No, I want to end it now. I'm tired of waiting.
Billy?
Ron, it's not wrong to feel that way.
Did I tell you it's wrong to feel this way?
No, but I'm getting...
I feel almost like you're panicking and you're talking out against your country. There's guys in the military right now, okay, going God knows where.
One thing I'm not
planes,
doing...
in boats, and whatever. You send them your best wishes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking against my country. I'm just the opposite. I am not talking against this country. Matter of fact, I'm behind this country more than I probably have been in my lifetime.
One of the things that you got to do to behind them is to give patience to the leadership, okay? That's what I want you to work on. Take a big breath. And Al, in the same way, I don't want you playing What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. You're lucky we're not Clear Channel. You'd be in trouble. Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
I'm an investment representative, and I know the market took a big dip today.
Yeah.
But now's the time to get into it for two reasons. One, you make a lot of money, first off. And two, let's show the terrorists and everybody out there and how resilient the U.S. is.
Thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, see ya. So, bye, Fezzy.
Yeah.
Bye.
You got to invest in this country and especially in this city. That's going to be hit hard by this. The businesses and everything that got taken out and everything in the surrounding areas that you just can't get to.
Hey, George. George, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, George. George.
Hey, what's up, guys? I've been a long-time listener, and I really dig your show, and I think you guys have handled the recent tragedies with a great amount of decorum. But one thing that upset me, there was a kid called up earlier.
Yeah.
He was telling people to listen to Bad Religion, and you kind of knocked him for that.
Now, here's George. If you listen, he wanted me to sit while he played a song over the phone that was going to somehow change my life. I can't do that.
Right.
It doesn't sound right, and it's stupid.
If people actually do go out and listen to some Bad Religion, they might feel better. The lead singer is actually a UCLA professor of anthropology.
All right, George, you know where we're at right now, right?
Yeah.
You realize our city just got attacked, and our country's going to be at war.
I know.
I can't be sitting here thinking and talking about cool bands and how cool their lead singer is.
And
it doesn't make sense
cool.
for us.
I'm saying the name of the band's Bad Religion, and religion, in case you haven't noticed, got us into this mess.
George, you're talking like if a joint had a vocal box. All right? I can't put up with that.
But don't you see the irony, Ronnie?
No, I don't. So you
what's so
you did that on
frustrating.
purpose to me.
Yes.
You went and you saw a sharp stick and you stuck it up under my ribs.
That's what's so frustrating when people start to tie everything in together.
The same with, please do not send me that 11 email again, folks. Don't send me the devil's face in the smoke.
Right.
Or now the little weird thing was whipping around on that one video camera.
No, I've seen that, too.
I haven't seen on any of the real news shows anywhere.
The shadow that's in the background of the towers.
Excuse me, Steven Spielberg could take that tape and make it look like a golden duck was coming out of it. This doesn't make it real.
877-692-1027.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I happen to think that Elvis Costello song that Al Dukes played was appropriate. It's a good song, and I think you're wrong for putting him down on that.
Why is that, Eric?
Well, a lot of people might want peace. You never know what these guys might do if we start going bombing them. They might have anthrax bombs or something, or plague bombs.
So what do we do, Eric? We lay here now?
You sit back and you wait. Yeah, you
what are
wait
we
and
waiting
you start
for?
to think everything out. You don't start jumping to start.
Did I say to jump to conclusions, to go crazy? No. I say our military. You've got listeners of ours that are leaving here tonight. We've been getting calls that are on boats. They're being called in. They're in the Marines. They're in the Navy. I'm not going to be sitting here and playing peacenik songs at them tonight. I'm not going to do that to them.
Well, I think you're wrong. I think you're just on one side then.
What side is there? There's USA and the people who bombed us.
Yeah, well, everybody's for the USA, even the guys who want peace, you know. You don't want to be running around all swollen from anthrax and stuff and then say, oh, we should have waited and seen.
All right, Eric, you think if we don't hit them back, they'll be nice to us?
No, I don't think that at all.
We haven't bombed them before.
I don't see what's wrong with having peace songs on.
They knocked... Well, you know what? Find a peace station for that. All right? I'm going to support the people who are supporting us. I'm what?
You're wrong for
How
not
am I
playing
wrong?
it. Any song is appropriate.
This is
Peace
not a
songs,
music.
war songs.
This is not even a
There's all
music
different types of
station.
Well, you shouldn't tell Al Dukes to do that. I think he was right for playing it. Good for
You know
Al.
what? Here's what you do, Eric. You go out and get your own show.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm going to tell you what to do, you little puss.
Listen, you Floridian
You're the pussy.
imps.
You
Coming
puss.
from Florida,
You
up here to,
fag. So
New
what?
York, you sunshine boys.
Why don't you come on down here?
I'd love to come down there. I'd love to beat
I
you.
thought you were a
fat
peacenik.
guy.
What if I have anthrax in my
I'm not
pocket?
A peacenik, but I thought it was a good song, and I thought,
what if I have
you shouldn't say that,
anthrax
Al
in my
Dukes. I'd love
pocket?
to beat you
You
both up.
pussy.
I'd love
Come.
to rip off Fezzi's arms and make you eat them.
Why don't you come here? We're at the 888 building on 57th Street.
Where?
On the 88th building on 57th Street.
Yeah, all right.
3 miles, we're in the
We'll keep it
bombs
on the
drop.
air as I make you cry like a little girl.
Come on down here and make
On
me
here,
cry. We
both
get off
of
at
you.
11.
All right, good.
All right.
And we keep it on the air as I beat you guys.
Good. Bring it in. But you're the peacenik. You're the one who doesn't want
No,
to do
I didn't say
anything.
it was peacenik. I said it was a good song, and I think Al Duke's heart was in the right place for playing it. You're the guys, the war guys.
The war guys. We're not the war guys. We're supporting the military. This is what our show has turned into now. This is what happened to the show that literally wanted to dedicate themselves to dick jokes. Al, I never want to see you get political on the show again. You know why?
Why?
Because you won't make a stand. Yet you slip in these little songs while we're playing foosball.
I didn't know it was going to be a, big problem for everything.
Why did you play it?
I just thought, I don't know, I thought it had to do with situation going on. I just looking through my record collection.
You've never played it before?
No.
You know when you can play that song when it's all peaceful? When those 5,000 people come back to life. Then you can play it and we'll have a big dance. Okay? At least Billy's heart is in the right place. As crazy as he is. Here's, and you know what? Here's another thing I'm angry about. What did I always say? We don't yell at the callers. Now I'm even mad at myself for that. I'll smack the hell out of this guy when he comes down here. Here's, Victoria. Victoria, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Victoria.
Hi, how are you? I'm just calling in defense of Billy because there's so many people out there like him. I just wanted to say that, I don't know, you know what it is, not many people have ever been exposed to anything like this before. So, we grew up in this, like, Pollyanna kind of lifestyle, so it's natural to feel a mixture of emotions, anger, and I just feel that, like, rather than jumping all over somebody like Billy, maybe people should take the time out to educate him.
So the caller shouldn't yell at Billy because he's naive.
Not that he's naive. I mean, my father is a retired Army reservist and a retired New York City police officer, and he took the time out to explain things to me like that. And if I wasn't explaining it, it's a lack of education. It's a lack of, there's people out there that are like the Jane that called up that are misinformed.
Thank you very much, honey.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for the call. 877-692-1027.
Anthony, you're on our Ron and Fez.
Hey,
How
Anthony.
you doing, guys?
Yeah.
A couple of things. Number one, Al Dukes and the other guy who called up are complete pussies. And the problem is, a lot of people are afraid to do anything. They want peace. They're afraid of what might happen. Okay? I got a cousin who's a paratrooper in the Army who is now on a boat in the Persian Gulf. The day they bombed the Trade Center, we said we're going to war, 10 guys in his unit went AWOL. Okay? And the second thing is, if we had gotten after these terrorist cells and these cowardly bastards in 93, the first time we got attacked, we probably wouldn't be sitting here right now worrying about this.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call.
Al, here's my situation here. I am not going to do anything to disrespect these guys that are heading over there now.
Right, I'm just afraid that we'll get into, a ground war and we won't be able to win it.
So you thought you would play a song when Fez and I aren't in the room?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put much thought into it.
Obviously, you put enough thought into it to pick that song out. You've got how many albums here?
Many.
And last week, when we would end the show with a song, Earl went out of his way, took him most of the night to pick out something. You know, and then we all talked about it. You know, should this song be played? Nobody went and just grabbed something and threw it in.
And we're not a music station. I don't give an F about music on this station. You want to play music? Go to one of the other stations. Go to K-Rock. And pick out all kinds of little cool music you can play all night. You know what? You ought to pick out a song that says, Anthony, if there's a song anywhere, look over in that whole wall of songs. Anthony, I'm going to fix your foosball table. I'm sorry it's taken 2 weeks.
I don't think they just went over there like that.
No, find it. You keep looking to the end of the show until you find one. Here's Don. Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, Don.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? I just wanted to make a statement about the type of enemy that our armed forces are going to be going up against. These people have a different mentality than the way we're used to living our life, and I really feel that because we've let so many of them in our society that we're just susceptible to, we're almost like sitting ducks to a lot of terrorist activity, such as poisoning the water supply, biochemical warfare.
Don, I want you to understand something, okay? And I wanted the other peacenik caller to understand something. You don't think all of us, especially of us who have children, aren't living with this anyway? They bombed our city. Yes.
I think we should strike them immediately.
But no matter what we do, this is the world that we're raising our kids in now.
I know.
Yes, they could poison our water supply. Yes, they could unleash germ warfare. It's all true.
I know, but that's why our government, I feel, needs to find every Arab citizen and at least interrogate them, find out where they're coming from. If they have to quarantine these people like they did in World War II, so be it. But we have to protect our own. We got to stop worrying about everybody else's rights, and we got to start thinking about the safety of our children in this country.
Thanks for calling, Don. I am completely against quarantining people. You know, I honestly believe that it's not anywhere near, where you're thinking about all those people. You're talking about a small percentage of them.
And when it comes to the attacks of, what these people are capable of, we found out what they're capable of. We're in as much danger now as we were last week, except last week we didn't know it.
My only point is this. I am not going to insult those people leaving here to defend our country. And they are. And when you're talking about the cops and the firemen, they're also defending you. And they deserve your respect. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing, Ron and Fez?
Hey.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I'm an active duty Marine. I'm getting shipped over in the next 2 days. I just want to say that I lost my uncle while he's still missing from the Port Authority cops. I just want to thank Billy for his diehard support for America. I think that he has the right idea. Also, these peace lovers got to realize that our government knows what they're doing. Even though we're not attacking right now, people are in place, and they will be in place to do what they have to do.
Thank you, buddy.
Take care, Chris. 877-692-1027.
Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, my original thing was to be about the song. A good song that would benefit the military is Metallica song, Don't Tread on Me.
Okay, thank you.
To start with, but being ex-military, Navy, willing to re-enlist again to do what needs to be done and to defend the country. I mean, that's what everybody has freedom here, and everybody should respect that freedom and defend that freedom.
Thank you very much. That's it.
Thanks for what you do, Carl.
Here is Brendan. Brendan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brendan.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air, Brendan. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Listen, I want to thank you for all you've done the last week, which is letting people vent and, letting people get stuff off their mind. I just want to say I'm on my way home from Pennsylvania. I'm in the Army Reserves. I drove up last night over 200 miles to say goodbye to my parents because I don't know if or when I'll ever see them again. So for all these people calling up saying, give peace a chance, give peace a chance, tell them to go join the Army. They want peace, you know. People fought for this country 200 years ago for the peace we have now. They didn't sit back and say, hey, you know, maybe if we sit still, nothing will ever happen. You know, every time my phone rings, every time my beep or my cell phone rings, I'm worried. Is this the call that means I'm going? Am I going? You know, what's going on? Like, the last couple of days before I went up there, I was packing my apartment. I'm putting all my stuff in storage because I don't know when I'll be back.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care of yourself, Brandon.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
Be as careful as you can.
Steve, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, what's going on? I just want to say, you know, everybody's saying, oh, we're not prepared for this. You know, we don't know what the hell's coming for us. I was in the Army 10 years ago. I was over in the Middle East. And, I mean, you know, we were prepared back then to take care of situations like this. So, you know, I think if we were preparing for this back then, why wouldn't we be ready for this now?
All right, thanks a lot.
All right.
Take care.
I hope so, Steve.
Fezzy, here's our buddy the Heckler. Heckler, how you doing, pal?
Hi, Heckler.
Hey, guys. God bless America. I just wanted to say that I think the problem is that this generation that we have of younger people, they're basically pampered. They're living off their parents or they're living off the government's dime, and they're students, and, you know, their whole generation is based on video games, and not all, but a lot of them. And they don't realize the price of freedom. And I've lost family in Vietnam. Whether I agreed with the war or not, these boys served. My dad fought in Korea and got injured. I've lost relatives in World War II. And the point is, I think before we start acting so self-serving and we act like with this peacenik attitude, we have to realize that there is a price for peace. And if we didn't have the people in our military who are brave, who want to fight, would be speaking German right now. And all I could say is if you have older people in your family, if you have access to history books about World War II and life in this country, I suggest before you make a naive, asinine statement about how we shouldn't kill, and, I mean, who the hell wants war? War is evil. But to defend our way of life, these people wanted to kill us. They want to kill our children. They hate America. And we have to put the whole love and peace issue aside because we are soldiers of freedom. We need people to educate themselves. Sit down with your grandfathers and ask them, what was it like during the 40s and, you know, growing up during wartime? I had a lot of experience, I'm fortunate, a lot of family members in the military who served, and I am thankful every day that I'm supporting our troops any way I can. I have friends in the military. I have a friend who's shipping out. She's a captain in the reserves. And all I can say is to all you people who want to act so high and mighty and preach to us about love and tell us that we want peace, I think that you got your head up your ass, and I think that you should really get a grip. And that's all I wanted to say on the issue, and I want to thank you guys for being supportive of the guys who are going over to fight, and God bless all you guys going over there. And we're still digging the bodies out of the World Trade Center. Before you go around lecturing us about peace and this and that, and just turn on the news and look at that crater. Look at that smoke that we have to smell. Look at the bodies. I mean, it's Billy Staples I agree with. He's angry. We're all angry. We're all scared. But we have to be brave, and we cannot make a comment like Al Dukes made where I'm afraid of a ground war. We're going to lose. What the hell does that mean? That's all I got to say, guys. God bless.
Thanks, Heckler. It's just not what those guys need to hear right now.
Yeah, that's where my head is on this. I do not want to do that kind of show. I just don't want any part of it that these guys are leaving. And I understand that everybody wish they could have grown up and went to college in the 1960s and had Doors albums and been at peace marches. And that all must have been a lot of fun. It's a totally different situation right now. And to the guy that called earlier that said, hey, if we do anything, what are they going to do to us? They've done it, man.
Yeah.
And they are going to do more.
They went first.
We do anything or not. And beyond, I mean, that's just where we live right now. That's where you live. That's where your kids live. That's where your neighbors live. You live in a country that's been attacked.
And when it comes to supporting the military, I just don't see any choice in that. Because President Bush said at day one that this happened. You are going to be with us or you are going to be against us. when he started talking about the international coalition. So I'm sorry, I'm with us. I'm choosing my side.
I sure as hell am on Bush's side more than I am any two wackadoos stealing planes and driving them into the World Trade Center.
That's for sure.
Where's the peace, love, and understanding of that, Al?
There's none there.
Why don't you go play that song for those people and wake them up? Send that song to Afghanistan. There's a love note from Al Dukes.
No, I mean, I don't want to play it for those guys.
What is your point of playing that song? How are we getting it together?
Well, it's just, the president keeps talking about a long war.
Yes.
It just seems like that means going in like Russia and fought Afghanistan. It took so many years, and that's what I'm afraid of happening.
You know what you need, Al? You need your own show, the Al Duke Show, where you could play music out of the news. And see if you can't get it for a late, like a late Sunday night thing here. There's a slot, and then you can take the newspaper and pick songs out and play it along.
Someone's going to do that idea now, Ronnie.
I just want us to know what we're getting into before we do this.
Who, me and Fez?
No, the country.
So you're using our show as a platform?
No, I just, throwing it out there for people.
In the meantime, you have the time to do that, but you can't get Jeremy for me. Or some other to go.
That I forgot to do.
But
or a foosball table.
Yeah, or a foosball table. You don't have time to take care of any of those things. Now I got a headache. Here's Derek. Derek, you're on Run of Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Derek, go ahead.
Hey, guys, what's happening? I want to say God bless America. A couple of things. Why don't you fire that disrespectful, and I don't want to use bad language, number one. And I want to disagree with the heckler. I mean, I agree we got to go over there, do what we got to do. But at the same time, a lot of guys, a lot of friends of mine, and people who are giving their lives over there are our generation, and they are representing, respect for our country, and they are doing what they have to do. And I just want them to be appreciated. Both older generations and our generations. I don't think it's fair to count out the younger people who are giving their lives in the city to this today.
You know what, Derek? You're 100% right. A lot of those people that have been with us, and I grew up lazy and spoiled and everything else. But we're at a situation now where the past is the past. Our country got bombed.
Right, I totally agree, and there's no question about it, and there's no other answer than what we have to do, and that's go over there and defend what's ours and what's been ours for 200 plus years.
Right. Thank you very much,
only
Derek.
one side.
Right, exactly, Fez. I totally agree.
All right.
God bless you guys. Thank you very
See
much.
You, pal.
Thanks, Derek. Thank you for the call.
But I am no way going to spend my time disrespecting these poor guys that are over there busting their ass. And I am afraid to say it, but give their lives for this country so that you can lay down at night and be peaceful. So you don't have to get in a fight. Or so that you can call a radio station and act like a tough guy, like you're going to be here at 11 o'clock. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way to act. 877-692-1027. We'll take a break. It's Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez. 1027 WNEW.
I don't know what kind of message you're trying to send out with this, Al Dukes, but I'm sure it's wrong. We're Ron and Fez.
Hey, Billy Staples wanted to add one extra thing. Billy, come on in here.
Staples! Now!
Billy, you had an announcement you wanted to make tonight? About Mrs. Staples?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just so caught up in everything. Yeah, I just wanted to wish the lovely Linda, Mrs. Staples, a happy birthday. She's homesick. I hope she's feeling better. And
it's her birthday, right?
Sorry, I'm not there with her tonight, yeah.
Well, you're just at work.
It's not like you're on the other side of the planet. You will see her tonight, won't you?
You know what? Things don't always come out the way they're in my head, much clearer than the way they come out sometimes. I'm still a little worked up, so just cut me a little.
Okay, so happy birthday to Mrs. Staples.
Thank you.
Did you do anything for her today? Or
I took her out to lunch before we came in.
Really?
Yeah.
Where to?
International Delights Cafe in Belmont.
Nice.
There you go.
That one of those international coffees?
No, maybe I'll get a free meal, or I just gave him a plug.
When you take her home tonight?
No, she's sick.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we're married.
I see.
Oh.
All right, here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Hello?
John.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're hanging in there.
I just wanted to say, that guy, the heckler, he couldn't be more wrong. I mean, who does he think is in the military these days? Like 40 and 50-year-old men? It's all this generation.
You're very right. Listen, the heckler sent me a note, says, Ron, please clarify that I did not say all of today's young generation is soft. I said many. I know most are proud to serve and defend their country. Thanks. So he apologizes for that. It probably came out the wrong way.
Yeah, he did. I did hear him say most. You know, he didn't say all, but he makes it sound like, like 90% of us. I mean, I'm 25 years old, and I'm not in the military, but if they do bring back the draft, I'll go. I got no problem going. I'll defend this country to my death.
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Thanks, John.
All right.
That's it.
So the heckler clarifying that. But, you know, we've seen the interns that come in here. There's a lot of soft man boys out there.
But, now they're going to be, everybody's going to be tested. Everybody in the country is being tested. Why are we picking on each other? Why is it, whether we agree with Billy or Al Dukes, why can't we all come together on this? Our city, not a week ago, was attacked. Let's not start getting frayed at the edges here. We don't know what the president is planning yet. We don't know. But I certainly don't want to turn on the kids that are shipping out tonight. And I do not want to insult anybody along those lines. Hey, George. George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, George.
You know,
George Patton, Ronnie.
God, I actually pity those poor bastards we're going up against. By God, I do. We're not just going to shoot the bastards. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy Hun bastards by the bushel.
All right.
Heather, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hey.
I have to say that the conversation, Ron, that you had with that caller earlier really disturbed me.
Why is that?
The anger that you guys had towards each other. And what Billy had said really disturbed me, too. He was talking about a show of support for everyone in this city. You have to understand, that there are Muslims in this city. There are people from all over the world. And we can't he talked about wanting revenge, wanting retribution, wanting something to happen right now. Now, he couldn't tell you what he wanted to happen, but I guarantee that if Bush did something right away, millions of people are going to be unhappy with what he does. No matter what he does, they're going to be upset. And we talk about retribution, and I am not in any way, shape, or form saying that what happened was justified, but I'm saying we have been doing this to other countries for many years.
Name one.
And I also have to say...
Name one, honey. Who have we ever attacked innocent citizens going about their business during a day, no declare, out of nowhere? Name one time.
It's not.
Name one time.
And steal their planes and kill those people on board and everyone on the ground.
That's not what I'm saying.
Name one time. That's exactly what you said. We've been doing this. We've never done anything.
We have hurt innocent people before.
During what time? During a time of peace? What are you talking about, honey?
It's a time
honey,
of
I know that you're scared, and I know that me and that guy having an argument must have, upset you a little bit. And I don't mean to be doing that. That's not what I set out to do with my life. But I'm not going to insult the guys that are defending your city and your country.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just very scared of our reaction to this and what's going to happen.
Honey, everybody is scared. Everybody. And the reason why you're scared is that your city got attacked. And nobody wanted that. And what I'm saying before, who's a bigger Elvis Costello fan than me? Nobody. I'm backstage meeting the guy. I'm hanging with him. Introduce him to my family. But what I'm saying is guys that are calling us here tonight saying that we're being shipped out tonight, tomorrow, and I'm not going to be playing what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding to those boys.
And the first person I saw when I came out of the city was a fireman, and that's the first time I saw any firemen since this happened. And we just both broke down, and we didn't say anything to each other.
All right, honey. You're a little upset.
And that's not what I'm just saying that it's what's frightening me about what's being talked about on this show. And I'm not saying, I just feel that there's a lot of anger and a lot of vengeance that's looking to be done. And I don't think, I understand that people want something to happen now, but I really think we have to think about it because we have no
Heather,
idea what these people, what their ability is.
Here's what I want to explain to you, and I tried to explain it to Billy, who was going in just the other direction. Either one of us, whether it's you or him, no one's calling on you for their opinions. It's going to be done it's going to be done at the highest levels with the president and the military.
Well,
and
listen,
right now you have to support them.
I am supporting them. What I'm saying is that I've felt what Billy has felt already. And I have it like every other 5 minutes. It goes from one thing to another. I completely support what people are doing. I know we have no say in what happens. I'm concerned about what's going to happen.
We're all concerned about that. I don't want to see another person die or get hurt. But I'm going to support those guys.
I am totally supporting them.
And
that's not what I called.
Here's the other situation.
It frightens me that people, these are listeners that love you, and to have an argument like that scares me.
I'm sorry that you get scared listening to the show.
I just worry about what's going to happen.
We're all worried. Everybody is afraid here. And my argument was this. Just because we do nothing, okay, like he wants us to do, does not mean that these people won't hit us again.
I don't want us to do nothing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I'm concerned about what we're doing to each other just on a daily basis and what's going to happen.
But we're still in danger, and I think that's why you're scared.
I'm terrified.
Yes.
I'm terrified.
And the president and the Congress and the military leaders are going to do the best thing that they think is in the country's best interest to make us not so afraid anymore, to make us feel more secure and protected.
Well, and no matter what happens, honey, these guys are going to hit again somewhere.
I know that.
They always do. That's their kind.
Patient. We've seen that they're waiting. I know this. It scares me to hear Billy. I know Billy is upset. I know he's very angry, and I know he wants answers, and I just want them to do the right thing. And I know that not all of us are going to be happy about it, but I just want them to know what they do before they do it. I want them to really be aware of what they do before they do it.
All right,
because I don't know.
Lucky for all of us, Billy is not making the plans.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
And again, lucky, neither is Al. We have people further along than both of them.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you heard me in an argument. I didn't want to do this kind of show.
No, I know that.
Okay?
I've been there before. I've seen you guys.
All right, honey.
I understand this.
All right, bye-bye now.
Love you.
All right.
Take care, Heather.
Here's Charlie. Charlie, you're on Fez.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, how you doing? I'm a volunteer fireman in Wurtsboro, Sullivan County. We had guys down there at the site scene and all that, and all these bleeding heart liberals that want to call up saying that we shouldn't do nothing. Let them go out and see the ground zero and see hands and feet all over the place, and them taking my brother fireman out on stretchers and everything with flags over their bodies, and then let them tell me that we shouldn't attack these people and do something. Yes, we should, because it's wrong what they did to us, and I don't mean to vent or get upset over the phone or cry, but it's wrong.
I understand 100%, Charlie.
You know, I'm a volunteer fireman. I put my life on the line every time my beeper rings. You know, these people think, it's easy. They laugh at you, but now that it happened in our country, they all want to be bleeding heart liberals. Let them go watch the footage again, and then tell me we shouldn't attack these people.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Sorry, don't mean to vent like that.
Not at all.
All right, bye.
That's it.
That's okay, Charlie. 877-692-1027. I think the people that are calling in with peacenik attitude, their situation is in their minds. They don't want anyone else to be hurt, and they don't realize that their comments are very hurtful to the people that have to go and take care of this and execute this plan, whatever it turns out to be. when you say things, when you call in with the best intention, saying things like, America's been doing this for years, you know, then you put the blame on us. And you put the blame on the people that were in those towers. And that's not right. They didn't do anything. Nobody deserved this. And so with those comments, you call in and you hurt the people that are going to take up arms and go out and do something about this by order of their leaders and their president. So even though you don't want anyone else being hurt, those things you're saying are hurting people. So please understand that. When we get upset, nobody wants anyone else to get hurt. But now it's out of our hands. And the president's going to take care of this in his way, the way he feels he has to do it. And by not supporting that, you are hurting people. You're hurting the people that got hurt and got killed in that building. And their families. And that's not right either.
877-692-1027. Here is Rob. Rob, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Rob. Rob?
Yeah.
You're on the air, buddy. You're on with Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was calling up, people are saying that we're not ready for this. And that, we've been studying this at West Point for almost 30 years. They knew years ago this place was going to be a problem in the Middle East. They've set contingency plans, had the greatest minds that ever been put to war to think about it and to exercise it. And Desert Storm was just a little piece of that. And what happened is a lot of people being liberal and saying, oh, we can't do this, can't do it. They didn't let them finish the job. We would have been one less terrorist down if they were able to finish what they had to do. But because of that, and the same thing in Vietnam. The only reason so many people died is because of the liberal attitude that was going on. Oh, you can't do this, you can't kill these people. Well, it's kill or be killed at that point, and you're letting our own people be killed, the same people you're trying to save. And it just doesn't make sense. Understand, these people are just going to go because the people are going to send them. It's something that has to be done. If we do nothing, it'll happen again. Not saying it won't happen again anyway.
Right.
But if we don't send somebody now to at least try and put a stop to it, who's really the loser at this point?
Rob, we're finding out as they investigate this that this plan that they did last Tuesday was years in the making. Who knows what they're planning now? That's, if they go unchecked, is going to happen in another 3 years or 2 years.
Exactly. You look, here in New York, you have a lot of liberal people. It's one of the most liberal cities in the world.
Probably the most.
And that's probably, that's got to be one of the reasons they went for it. Here's a city where everyone's trying to get along. Not that we always do it so well, but everyone's trying to get along. All different races, different people getting along. And here they're going to come in and try and destroy that. And that's kind of what America's supposed to stand for.
And it's a good point. You're talking about a city that is an international city that does have a lot of people. I think in this, as far as voting for George Bush or voting the Republican way, maybe it was like 37% in this city tops.
Yeah, right.
So, if there was ever a place that you didn't want to hit, if you thought it out, other than just plain cruelty, it would be here.
Right. I didn't vote for the guy. In a way, I wish there were someone else there, but that's what we have to work with. And he's the guy that's going to lead us there. And hopefully he's going to do the best job he can do, and it's going to be the right thing. But,
there's no other way but to trust him.
There's a lot of people that are down there still looking. I worked in the building, and all these people are down there, and then someone to say, oh, well, that didn't happen, that way, we've done the same things. Guaranteed. We're probably no innocent babes. I'm sure that there's been things that this country's done underhandedly, whatever, but it's never been a thing where, oh, there's nothing going on, we're just going to go kill some people to make a point.
Let me tell you something. Wait till you see what we do now. Wait till you see what we do now in as far as the CIA and stuff like that. They are going on right now saying they're going to hire assassins.
Right.
Why shouldn't we?
Colin Powell said that. The CIA needs unsavory types.
You know what you have right now over there? You have our undivided effing attention. If that's what you wanted, you got it. And you've got a lot of people who have done nothing, and a lot of Americans who have done nothing but want peace, who have done nothing but want to help other people. Furious.
what do you make of the fact that a lot of these other Arab countries are actually backing us up? I mean, do you think there's an element of trust there that shouldn't be there? Because, I mean, yesterday they weren't exactly our friends, and now all of a sudden, oh, yeah, we got your back. Do you think that maybe they could be trying to cover up or, say, oh, yeah, we're cool now because we're pissed? We're the guy in the schoolyard now that's pissed. Don't screw with him, but as soon as he goes back...
I'll go back to the only thing that we ever could do, and that's to trust and respect the people that we have put in that job. And that is to trust and respect people that are getting on boats right now, tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I'm just curious as to what is actually going on in the minds of people saying, oh, they're with us. They weren't with us. They're saying they're with us.
Well, that's all going to come out in the mix, People are going to say things right now, and everyone's going to be called on to see how much they mean it. All those countries are going to have to back it up. And if you're not on this side, you're on the other one. There's only one side.
I hear you guys.
Thanks, Rob.
You guys doing a great job, man. Keep it up.
All right, see it. Well, this is never the show we set out to do, Fuzz.
Right. And we'll be back and set out to do it again tomorrow at 7. We're Ron and Fez.
See you tomorrow.